It might be too early to call this mid-season madness, but here at AEL, every day is a maddening day when we get these teams on the pitch. Welcome to the Elite Series. It's been a wild ride, so of course Jake is with me to try to make sense of it all. This is where I feel, Jake, you would think we'd start to see teams settle down, start to play a bit more conventionally, but looking at the sub situations for today, we could be in for a crazy one.
I mean, that's always the fun of it, right? You never know what team's showing up, what players are out getting a haircut or something. So, yeah, I'm keen.
Yeah, look, I don't want to get too detailed into it, but There was a pretty infamous moment a couple weeks ago. We're in a pretty similar situation to that this week. That last game could be spicy, but we've got a lot to go over, though, before we get to that. So first, let's go over, I'd say, the most important part. Our wonderful sponsors who help put this together. Starting, of course, with Predator Gaming, the gaming PC partner who provides high-end gaming-focused PC solutions in both laptop and desktop formats, powered by Intel. A big thank you to them, alongside AOC Monitors, the gaming monitor partner. And to celebrate the Easter break, that one that just happened, well, you only have 4 days left on this, but AOC has some amazing deals on select monitors. It ends on the 23rd, so not a lot of time left. You have to get on it right now if you want to upgrade to a high-quality AOC monitor at some unbeatable prices. There is more information available at au.aoc.com. Then, of course, we have Indomie, the noodle partner made with high-quality flour and selected ingredients and spices. A plate of Indomie McGoring will certainly brighten up your day. Try any one of the flavors available today from your local grocer at indomie.com.au. And who knows, maybe next time they'll let us actually have some on broadcast, and I'm sure that would have been allowed now, but that's neither here nor there. Game on Cancer, of course, is the charity of choice for AEL, who fund much-needed cancer research projects. If you'd like to donate, please head to AEL's Tiltify campaign page. You can scan that QR code down below. It'd be fantastic to do that. Again, Game on Cancer, they host some wonderful events. Over the past several years, actually, they have been on it, so a big thank you to them. And yeah, thank you to all of our sponsors for helping put this together.
That would be funny if the sponsor didn't let you show their
them.
product on stream.
It's not them. It's not them. It is. Yeah, I'm just gonna drop it all on Dover's head right now. He did. I want to eat on, so we should turn this into a cooking stream where we just make our best Indomie dishes, and then we will be good on that front. Here's our standings, though. Taking a look what's coming into today, and it's very evenly split, I dare say.
No, this comp it always feels very even. I mean, even the teams at the bottom, like Griffith, UTS, USYD, they're solid teams, good rosters. So, yeah, it's just the excitement that this tournament brings.
Yeah, I just like it when it was nice and, neat, our 4 tiers right there, 1, 2, 3, 4. Our first match, though, 2 teams kind of more on that lower end of the standings. USYD still looking for their first win going up against Griffith. But my eyes, I think that big match, Jake, it's match number 3, UON versus RMIT.
Yeah, that's a good one, but I'm also pretty keen for the last one as well, UOW versus UWA, because it is UWA's chance to prove themselves and take out the leaders.
Yeah, and I know there are some people behind the scenes, tournament. I'm not sure what his role is. I guess Big Boss Man BK believes in UWA, thinks they're going to be the team that kind of pulls off that upset on UOW. We'll see when we do get to that. But with USYD versus Griffith, our first matchup, it's an interesting one because last time these two teams played with the same lineups, it was USYD that won. However, Griffith currently has the better record this season.
Yeah, you're testing my knowledge here. I wasn't around last season. But yeah, you're right. Griffith's got that early one, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I feel like these teams are very evenly matched in my head at least, so I think it can go either way.
Yeah, I would say, based on what we've seen from the first, couple weeks as well, these are teams that would be fighting if they're going to make it to the playoffs. They want to get into that 4 spot. That's kind of what they're gunning for. And for USYD, already down 3 games. I mean, obviously you still want strong showings each and every time you're on stream, but this is kind of when it gets, back against the wall moments. They can still finish the season 4-3, but they have to win out to have that winning record.
Yeah. 4-3. Bro, reverse sweeping your league play, that would be impressive.
I mean, that would be impressive, but I think that's what USYD might have to do. They will be in blue. Griffith University will be in red. And in case you don't remember the lineups, Kabion, Kabilio, and Flexu. Flexu, of course, I would say has kind of been the strong member from USYD when they make contact off the backboard. Going up against Griffith University, Eidos, Sleepy, and extremely washed up.
Oh, Kabilio has stopped driving. Extremely washed up, doesn't care those scores instantly. I'm not sure if we'll get a replay, an admin looking into that. But yeah, honestly, for me, USYD, their clutch factor is their names. I've never seen a team with 3 awesome names, but especially Kabilio and Kabion, they're absolute bangers.
we're not even 30 seconds into this and we're already like, yeah, their best chance is the names.
No, not best chance. That's what I like about them. Their names are sick.
Okay.
I brought it up last week. I think I brought it up the first week as well. I can't help myself. They're just cool names.
I mean, they are. I do agree with you. They got the swag. They got the swag factor with the names, I suppose. As whoa, double commit from Griffith goes awry. This should be a goal, yet the recovery is there. I don't know how Griffith got away with that one.
Yeah, and again we have USYD getting back into the action. Neither team's able to set up solid pressure at the moment. It's just going back and forth, extremely washed up. Gets a pretty awesome pass to Ados. What a play from them.
I gotta see this one again. Washed up. Yeah, just the delicate touchdown, and poor Flex had no chance of reading that. Did no idea where AEST was on the pitch, and that's going to be a 2-0 lead. Griffith off to a very hot start.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for USYD to come back from this one. Extremely washed up. I'm telling you, he's looking so confident today. Yeah, certainly not looking washed up at the moment.
No, that's interesting because if memory serves me right, Washed Up kind of has been playing more third man in Griffith's past series on stream. So interesting to see them having a more forward role. That said, in that third man position, they will be able to make the save on this occasion. And it's good to see because, yeah, it's mostly been, I would say, Sleepy and AEST has been kind of the more performing players on the Griffith side.
Yeah, for sure. AEST has certainly had the highest highs on the team, but in Rocket League, you can't really, rely on that single player week in, week out. So it's good to see Extremely Washed Up stepping up.
Yeah, I mean, I like it. It always is fun when you have like that key player to focus on from like the spectator point of view. Oh, Kavion almost able to slice the defense right there. But I do agree. Obviously, a team with 3 threats is going to be, a bit more consistent. How does Sleepy not get that through?
Oh, it would have been such a nice goal. But I mean, great defense coming out of USYD.
USYD's defense doing a lot better than what we saw from the first minute.
Oh, nice demo.
They've had a lot of practice. Sleepy can't get the angle. AEST is shot high as well. And unfortunately, Kavion won't be able to get the quick clear because Washed Up still stays back.
Oh, that's 2 misses for Sleepy. They were both tough shots, but I don't know. If he can start hitting those, it'll be very impressive for Griffith.
Yeah, I always, at the start of these series, like game 1, I'm always going to be more lenient on the missed shots, right? And you kind of have to go with the assumption once they warm up, those are the ones that are going to go through. So I'm nervous for USYD, the fact that we're just over halfway through this game and they only have 2 shots on target compared to Griffith University's 10. But with Washed Up, it's going to give Flex a gift. Flex doesn't want it. Didn't want the gift.
Oh, USYD is getting another chance though. I'm surprised the shot differential is that big, honestly. It's felt pretty back and forth, honestly.
I don't know. It feels pretty right for me. Just because whenever Griffith has that ball, they're just like every touch is a shot. It feels like, whereas USYD has been playing, I think, a little further back, a little looser, trying to get more passes that just haven't been able to connect. And now here comes more of that Griffith pressure. Sleepy doesn't get the touch.
Extremely Washed Up was greedy as he had such a nice pass to Sleepy. went himself though. You got to mix it up. It's just showing his confidence, I guess. Again, I mean, it's a brand new style we're seeing out of him.
Yeah, it is, and it's been working so far. 1:15 still to go. Sleepy through the corner. Won't be able to get there for that second touch. It'll be a clear up the middle, straight to Washed Up. Kavion with it, won't be able to do too much more. AEST with a chance, and again, shot goes well awry. In fact, it went behind him.
Seeing super awkward defense coming out of USYD, honestly. They're kind of driving around in circles, getting very mispositioned. And these kind of mistakes is what is leading to these Griffith shots.
Yeah, it is definitely been awkward. I'd say it's been awkward on both sides, though. It's not like,
nice
the shots have been great as AEST gives an assisting touch. USYD back on the board.
Yeah, I don't know. USYD, they're still looking scary when they get these counterattacks, and you can see why. That was very clinical. Kavion getting a really nice bump, and Kabilio finds the net.
And with that, it's now a 2-1 lead. USYD, if they can get that kickoff, if they can piece it together, maybe, just maybe.
Oh, no.
No. Well, it's all the fake. It's the Trojan horse.
Oh, faked again.
Yeah,
that fake actually worked, though. Oh, Flexu. Too slow to capitalize, but yeah, fakes worked out.
Things kind of worked out. Also, you know you've been doing too much Rocket League when you've got players confused with each other from different regions. I confused Flex with Plex, who's in the European Rocket League scene. Flex is actually a sub right now for USYD, stepping in for Biker Glass, and was not the same, gung-ho, extremely exciting player. I don't even remember what team Plex was on right now. All I know is Plex beat Tolendina, and that makes me sad.
Get wrecked, Tolendina. Yeah, no, that was a good game. USYD definitely came back. I think, like the shot differential for sure favoring Griffith, but I think these counterattacks are very promising for the rest of the series.
Yeah, exactly. And once they start getting good, I think they will come through okay. And also, I remember now, Plex is on Metropolia University of Applied Sciences.
Wow, where's that?
Finland.
Finland.
So I got the sub from the University of Sydney confused with the arguable star player from the one Finnish university competing in, CRL, essentially.
What a compliment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, Flexi played pretty well, honestly. My eyes were a bit on Kabion, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was making quite a few mistakes, but again, the game won nerves, possibly. Eyes on him to, sharpen up.
Yeah, I was about to say, eyes kind of on Kabion for some of the wrong reasons, particularly at the end. There were opportunities for those goals, but as we continue, did you catch that Tolendina story though before?
What story?
Okay, so yeah, European CRL qualifiers are currently happening right now on the main Rocket League channel, and Tolendina, ex-University of Melbourne, ex-AEL University champion, is playing on a team from Denmark in it.
Wow, he's got the experience.
And he got on them, and they had 2 series on the mainstream during these qualifiers. Won the first one. Lost the second one to Metropolia, as I was talking about before, after he missed a open net in the first 10 seconds.
Oh, Tolendina. Did he carry the first series, though?
No.
Oh, come on.
No, I'm gonna be honest, that team is like Matt Scray and friends, and Matt Scray is like, bubble scene EU RLCS player.
Yeah.
But sadly, they are out. However, got 2 series on the main Rocket League channel, which is pretty cool. And I think, if you look at results this year, has 1 more series on the main Rocket League channel than a lot of OCE's RLCS pros, so.
True. Oh, it's so sad. That's a banger, man.
Well, we send our best. And
that makes it worse.
I'm optimistic that things will improve in the future. Here comes Sleepy, shot on target, save's going to be by Kabion.
Yeah, Kabion stepping up. Honestly, look, after that day 1 of the last major where it was like 0-12 OCE, I'm just glad we got a single map, honestly. That was quite the comeback.
Against APAC?
Yeah, easy. You count your wins.
Yeah, I that was the unfortunate, because I've been talking to some of the APAC talent as well, and they were just like, joint agreement, let's all forget San Diego never happened.
Poor APAC, man. Their major will come.
And when it comes, it will be massive. That will be a big day, but for right now, both our teams on pitch looking for their own big day. It was more early pressure from Griffith. USYD still looking for their first shot. Won't come from Cabilio. In fact, it will come up the other way. Washed up backflips, though.
Yeah, Flexu, big miss there, but he might get away with it. The pressure is mounting. Sleepy misses another one.
This is... Both teams are struggling. I think that's the best way to put it today. Both these teams... We're still warming up, Jake. It's still warm-up games.
Sleepy's missed chances have gotten easier and easier as they come. The first one was really difficult, and then that one was just a straight open net. So I don't know what we have next, but he's in need for some redemption here.
Yeah, and I have to agree. I'd like to see it come through. Instead, though, Cabilio is going to be the one with the chance. Kabion wanted to make a play off the backboard, but washed up, steals it away. That leaves Flex all alone. Open net for ADOS, and that's how it's done, Sleepy.
That is exactly how it's done. Honestly, I was a bit worried AEST was going to miss this. Just knowing what's been happening. But he's clutch. He gets it done. And USYD needs to figure out this defense, man. What's happening?
Yeah, they've just been a little all over the place on that defensive side. It looked as if they're super willing to play really wide spacing and always having someone cheated forward. So it just feels like one beat and the net becomes open against them. And Sleepy looks for that beat against Flexu. Ball's going to waterfall down, yet nobody on Griffith wanted to go up to challenge for it. Instead, Washed Up plays the patient game, and Cabello will get the clear.
Well, that is their game, right? They are playing very patiently. They're the team looking for the pressure. And you can see they've maintained possession. They didn't just rush in and lose it.
No, and I mean, with the 1-goal lead, you can do that. Well, and that's what rushing in and losing it looks like, Jake. So,
yeah. No, this is some impressive mistakes coming out of both teams, honestly. But we'll see. It's just blame it on the warm-up, you know? It's still game 2.
This always seems to happen as Flex. Oh, can't get that shot on through, but. Oh no, that's a little too harsh for me. Okay, as it stands, 1-0 lead right now for Griffith University. As KVOT's going to try to set up through the corner. Cabello swings and misses in front of the net.
Alright, if Flex makes another mistake, you've got to release that banger into the world, okay?
Look. Alright, like here's, like normally during, swings and misses. Okay, normally during RLCS seasons, I will have like various high school casts. Good save. Various high school casts the next day. Yep. And, I did some of the Anzac qualifying yesterday, and then we're coming into this the next day, and it's reminding me of that sort of transition of teams. That's how I'm putting it right now. It's been a sloppy one. KB on with the chance. Can't get past Sleepy.
Sleepy was sick save there. I'm telling you, Max, they're gonna come back up. I've honestly been really impressed with these two teams, especially when they play like the higher competition. It always feels so close. But yeah, they're trolling a bit at the moment to their usual standards. So they've got this.
Dare I call this? And this is gonna be a positive comparison, but well, it's not the. Oh, can't get that goal. It's the dumb luck effect, or though now it would be the 95X effect. It's like a team that just always seems to play at the same level.
Oh, sorry, that would have been sick. Yeah, go on.
A team that's playing at the same level of their competition, no matter how good or bad they are.
Yeah, it does feel like that, doesn't it?
Yeah, like that's what we're kind of seeing right now from both these teams. And I think both of these teams has risen to challenge the best, but if they're not being pushed, this is kind of what we get right now. Maybe going down 2-0 will kind of rally up the side of USYD, because Griffith, they're now on match point.
Because even still in this series, I don't know, maybe USYD's just one of those teams where it always feels like they have more in the tank, Because, Griffith are definitely winning, but 2-0 at the moment. If this possibly is a sweep, I feel like that would be really harsh, because it's definitely a close series.
USYD's got to score a goal, though, first, right? Like, I feel that's step one at this stage, because still haven't seen that. Game 1, 2-0. Game 2, 1-0. Low scoring affair. This could be a very fast series.
Did they not score in Game 1 either?
No, they did score. That's right. Sorry.
Yeah, I thought they did.
They did. All right, it was 2-1.
They got that clutch goal, man. It was like a bump, counterattack. They've got it in them. They've got it in them. But they've got to show up. It's already match point.
It's already back against the wall. We'll see how you sit. That's fine. Do goals count if it's not like, if you're down like 3-0 and you get one, does that one really count?
Yeah. It's for the mental, man. There's nothing more depressing than getting shut out over and over, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This is why you're here, because I would just make the assumption that no one cares about useless goals, but apparently they drive. They thrive. And you know what? If USYD can get a couple goals early, well, they certainly won't be useless. Here we go. Game number 3. We get ready to kick this off. Super sub Flex in for Biker Glass. USYD definitely seems to be missing what has been one of their stronger players, and it come together here.
I think you're right. They've really got to score early. They definitely haven't been leading in the series yet. Griffith have always had the upper hand in early goals. So that might be what USYD need, the opening goal.
And these are two, Griffith in particular is, again, I always kind of like to throw back to it. They are a university with, big history. Cabello doesn't get the second touch. Flexu was too far forward, and Sleepy will bring it back the other way.
Yeah, you said great chance, but yeah, the finishing for both teams definitely not at their sharpest right now. Nice opportunity created though. Oh, that would have been sick as well.
Just couldn't finish. Stabilio. Actually, he gets a good little push across the middle. Washed up, playing goalkeeper. Does drive out of the goal eventually and follow that through. That's not something we've seen in the Elite Series for a good long time. Someone just parking it in the goal.
Yeah, that's like the most super sub kind of play. Is to just sit in net and not do anything.
I mean, he doesn't sit in there long, but I have noticed Washed Up has been setting up a lot of their plays. No way this goes in.
Okay, that's not a good clear though. Oh, it's a big miss.
Oh boy, okay, well, I mean, this is a little bit more normal. Washed Up puts it through.
Oh, was it Kavion in there? Just someone, no boost or too awkward, just not able to jump. And it's well played by Extremely Washed Up. He gets the goal all by himself.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be too harsh on Kavion for that. Hard to kind of get your bearings after the chaos that we just saw in front of the net right before that. But I guess to go back to my previous point, even on that play, Washed Up, whenever they rotate back, they always rotate right back behind that goal line and then drive forward to start their next play. Like, it's been sort of their MO.
He's being a good boy, rotating back first.
Yeah, like, no matter the situation. No matter the situation, he's got to go rotate back into the goal and then reset myself. And you know what? It's worked. Probably scored the most goals this game, has had the biggest impact, I would argue, maybe next to AEST, but like, I'm not going to fault it. Open net for AEST.
Oh wait, that was Sleepy getting some really creative bumps actually. I thought this was USYD bumping each other, but yeah, he just completely takes out Kavion, and it's a nice finish from AEST.
Yeah, good little goal, good little teamwork, and Griffith up 2 in Game 3 on match point. Starting to feel like this should be their victory. And unfortunately for USYD, dropping this, going 0-4 on the season, it would be, they would need help to finish in the top 4 in the group stages at that stage.
They need a miracle, yeah. No, it's definitely been a very tough opener for them, but the game's not over just yet, but you can see it's all Griffith at the moment.
Oh, the double commit. Defenders knocking each other aside.
No.
AEST gets 2 chances at it and misses the ball on both.
Oh, Flexu barely gets that save. Oh no, Cabilio going for the squishy save. Works out, Extremely Washed Up, can't get it on there.
Yeah, that was also another double commit. Griffith is getting very loosey-goosey, I'd say, with their attacks right now. They're just kind of throwing themselves at the ball, and it's not working yet. Unfortunately for USYD, they haven't been able to punish.
Yeah, it's the opposite of what we've been seeing. Griffith have been really controlled, focusing on the pressure, but I think they're starting to have fun with it now. They have a very solid lead, and yeah, you can just see how comfortable they're feeling. USYD just can't handle the pressure.
USYD just have not been able to punish, and had they been able to punish, I don't think we'd be seeing this flex. No! You had Cabilio! You had the goal!
He had it. USYD have missed, yeah. They've missed a lot of like key chances to keep themselves in games all series long, honestly. It's been tough to watch.
I just can't get over the fact that Washed Up always just goes right in front of the net every single time. I can't get over it. Like, now that I've noticed it, I can't unnotice it. It's very distinct.
It's a really good ranked strategy, right? Because there's a bit of nuance to like cutting in front of your teammates when it's good, right? It's actually kind of hard to do. So it's like in ranked, it's actually a decent strat just to focus on.
I mean, I probably do it like without realizing it because I don't know. Again, deep. I've always been a deep rotator because I just always assume my teammates are going to ball chase. So yeah, I probably do the same thing. So I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's obviously worked out for them, but now that I've seen it, it's just like it can't leave my mind.
That means you have bad mechanics, right?
Oh, I'm just bad at the game.
the comparatively for your rank.
Yeah.
No. It's always the case. You're either good mechanically and a ball chaser, or you have no mechanics and you rotate well.
Well, I try to be the latter, but in reality, I don't even do that. So here we go, 2-0. Last chance for a USYD goal. It's going to get denied by Sleepy, and it's going to come up the other way. Washed up again with the goal, proving that this strategy is the effective way that we should all be learning from. And second goal of the game to put this one away. It's going to be a Griffith victory.
Oh, really well played from Griffith, honestly. And important win for them. Yeah, they dropped into the bottom half of the ladder, but now they'll finish here 2-2 and keep their top 4 chances alive.
Yes, they will. As even with 1 second left, Wash Up had to make sure to get behind that goal line on that play. Sleepy will put it through. Actually, no, Ado stole it away. Fair enough. 4-0 victory. Griffith, the team with the win here.
Yeah, very well played from Griffith. Again, I think USYD still aren't needing their potential, but I mean, a 3-0 is a 3-0. That's going to be a tough pill to swallow for them, and probably for me as well, because I really rated these guys, but they're struggling.
Sub. I mean, Biker Glass has been their, I'd say their best player coming into today. Had the sub, couldn't really find those same results. I will say this, though. Just to go back to your previous point about mechanics versus game sense and rotation, a player named Extremely Washed Up would be the type of player you'd expect to focus more on rotation.
So true. So true, yeah.
Well, on that note, we are going to be going to a break. We are going to be looking to get an interview as well from one of the Griffith team members. Maybe it will be Washed Up. Kind of hoping for that, but we'll see who we get when we return. Alrighty, game one in the books. A dominant victory for Griffith University, only allowing 1 goal against their opponents in USYD. So we brought their most dominant player with us to have a chat right now. AEDOS will be here. First of all, AEDOS, congratulations on that victory. Season's been a little bit up and down for you. How are you feeling, going into the break that you guys will be able to kind of bust into that top 4?
Yeah, well, we started playing just for a bit of fun, and it's the first time we've played together as a team, so we're just trying to play as much as possible together and head into each game with as much confidence as possible.
Extremely washed up. Definitely didn't live up to his name in that series. Were you expecting that out of him? Have you guys been trying to make that work?
I mean, we all have our ups and downs and strengths and weaknesses, so we just try and communicate during the games and be as not washed up as possible.
I mean, I could go 2 ways with this question. So let's go with the more fun way, I guess. Games 1 and 2 felt very chaotic. And, I kind of came to an observation during that series that it feels like you guys as a team constantly play to the level of your oppositions, whether that be good or bad. Do you think that's a fair reflection of your team right now? Or do you feel that those first couple games were a little rough, even though you still found yourself getting the victory?
Yeah, I definitely agree with some of the stronger teams we've played earlier in the season. We adapt to their play style, and is definitely something that we need to work on. Yeah.
All right, one last quick question then, and I have to do it again. It's kind of a bit about extremely washed up, but during that series, couldn't help but notice it felt like every time he rotated back, he would go directly into the middle of the goal. Is that something that you've noticed as a team? Is that something you're encouraging? It seemed to work out in this series. Is that your approach to the game?
I haven't noticed that, but maybe we need to go through some replays and call him out a little bit more.
Dude, you snitch, Max. What are you doing?
I don't alone. Hey, he was turning them into goals, and as I said, he would rotate back there, then commit to the play, and great things would happen. So I don't know. Don't call him out, AEDOS. If it's working, roll with it.
A little bit of miscommunication here.
We'll see. Anyway, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
So that was AEDOS from Griffith University with that win. I believe they've improved their record now to 2-2 in the standings, since they will be heading into the break with that even record, looking for, the strong finish. Maybe they'll be able to piece it together. Maybe not. Either way, though, here are 2 teams that are kind of on the opposite end of the spectrum, I'd say. Jake, Macquarie, undefeated. UTS.
I know.
Not quite there yet. I think they're still looking for their first win. This could be a roughie.
Oh, it's going to be a tough starting match because, yeah, UTS, they haven't been able to find their win yet, and Macquarie does look like they're playing with their food every series, but Macquarie certainly aren't bringing their strongest lineup, missing Baz and Zen, so maybe there's a chance, but, yeah, it's going to be tough.
But, at that same token, I don't believe Akame or Ray are going to be slouches either in this situation. I think each of them have had strong results in the past, but I don't know. I think this is going to be tougher for Macquarie than we might give it credit for, just because, again, Flicky, I think, has had strong performance. Magnet has been strong in the past as well. This UTS team, I don't think their record really is reflective of how strong this team can be.
That's what I thought about USYD, and then they got 3-0'd pretty bad. So, I would think the same thing here if it was against a middling kind of competition like Griffith again, but up against Macquarie, I think I may have learnt my lesson from.
Well, look, I'm not going to go crazy and say UTS is my pick to win it or anything like that, but I expect them to score more than 1 goal in the series.
I hope so, man. Oh, that would be sad, but I guess. Again, I guess best of 5s can just go by so quickly again.
I mean, ask USYD what happened that last series. They only had 1 goal in that one, so that's the benchmark I'm putting them up against.
Oh, okay. UTS, if you score a goal, we'll be impressed as cast.
No, 2. It's 2. They need 2 goals, preferably in 1 game. That would actually be sick. If they could get 2 goals in 1 game, I'd be very happy with their performance, and I think they can do it. Macquarie as a team, they give goals up, Jake. We've seen that in the past.
They do.
They give goals up.
They're my villain team. I want to see Macquarie lose, man. They just freestyle and are disrespectful, and I want to see them lose. But they're too good, so they
I still
probably
don't
won't.
understand how I got the label of like the lunar hater right now, and here you are, just straight up throwing it out there.
I'll probably get it too. Then he can be cranky at both of us. That's fine.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. Either way, 2 subs on the Macquarie side. Akame and Ray stepping in. For Zed and Baz. UTS, they have their lineup we typically see. Magnet and Flicky, the 2 players to watch out for as we kick this off. Second series of the evening.
Yeah, wait, is Nodow playing for UTS? Because he's popped off as well in the past as well. He has awesome mechanics when they come out.
Yeah, we'll see. And this is what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. Lunar is always going to be a threat.
Oh, no.
Lunar, yeah, Lunar is always going to be that threat because, again, their play style is every touch should lead to a goal or be the shot for the goal. That's something that they're very, very strong at, and you can see it right there from him. So, not too surprised to see the quick start, but again, I still feel like UTS is going to put up a bit more of a challenge.
Yeah, it's a tough way to start, though. Just what a shot from Lunar. That's the kind of shot I'd see someone in ranked pull off, and I'd be like, oh, so lucky. But I mean, with Luna, you know that's not luck. Oh, what a goal from UTS, though. Yeah, nice passing.
There we go, up the middle, but enough of like a passing play to keep, you know, the rotating back defense off balance. And this could be a high-scoring series, Jake.
Dude, they're halfway to their goal. Already halfway, and they're 30 seconds into the series.
Telling you, this has sleeper upset written all over it. It's there. It could happen. We'll see though as Flicky will put it into the corner. Lunar's there. Awkward touch. Here comes Not Owl. Yet Lunar played that patiently. Found the second, but so did Magnet. Not Owl. Delicate play, and it is UTS with the lead.
Dude, 2 goals in 1 game already. Let's go. I can't believe it. Yeah, UTS bottom of the ladder, playing the top of the ladder, and look at this. I mean, it just goes to show how close this comp is.
It does, absolutely. I mean, would be remiss not to mention, yeah, there's a couple of subs, and, well, this is the first time Akame has touched the ball this game, and they go straight for a reset, so there you go.
Double reset.
You know, you can take the starters out of Macquarie, but you can't take Macquarie out of the reserves.
Yeah, you're actually right. That's impressive. But we'll see if Ray is a mellowing effect on this team, or if he's just going to start with reset air dribbling as well. No shot?
No shot. No.
How does Macquarie find these people? And why do they all go to that uni?
That is a very good question. I don't know. It's something about their esports program. We need to dig deeper. Should they win, I'm sure we'll have an interview and we can figure that one out. Not Owl doesn't get the touch. Double commit.
Whoa, what a save.
And
that was
Ray.
out of nowhere. Oh, and then what a goal! Wait, is he gonna get it? What a goal! That was sick.
Ray just put in all the work on this one right here. Obviously, the save sets up Lunar, but then that double to cap it off. 4 goals, first minute and a half, and then some. And well, high-scoring series, and that lead for UTS, it was short-lived. Can they get it back?
Yeah, we got an exciting series on our hands. It looks like both teams very aggressive. I want to see him keep him up.
Yeah, so do I. I mean, UTS was so close to making that a 3-1 game as well, right? Like, that came off the counter because of a little bit too much pressure from the UTS side, but UTS is finding themselves opportunities. Not Owl, well, doesn't keep possession this time around. 2 defenders bite, trying to play the backboard. Flicky slowing it for the team to get boost. Akame, though, will take it away, and we go back to the blue side of the pitch.
I'm still trying to figure out why Macquarie gets all these fancy players. They're really known for their psychology, so then I was about to say, you know, they get the artsy people, but then psychology is a science, so I feel like I'd get roasted for that.
It's an artsy
I can't
science.
tell. It's an artsy science, thank you, yeah. This is why. They got creative people going to their uni, apparently.
Yeah, and you know, there is something expressive about, you know, trick shots and freestyling. And look at this goal explosion from Akame. Like, that's the most artsy one, so.
And he also did like 2 unnecessary spins to score that as well. So very pretty goal from him. Very well played.
Oh!
Oh, that would have been cool.
I would love actually to know what degrees the players are taking. Pass to Akame is going to make it 4-2.
That would be interesting. There's something more to talk about, you know.
Well, I know with some of the European teams, we were able to kind of like see what degrees they had, and a lot of like computer engineering sciences.
Oh yeah, no, of course.
A lot of that.
We're nerds to the bone, you know. If you're nerdy enough for Rocket League, then you're probably a computer science nerd as well. And I do both, so I'm allowed to say that.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, wasn't that your degree? Like,
yeah.
It
is what it is, man. You gotta, it's just life, you know?
Yeah, and then those of us who can't play it, study journalism instead. Either way, here comes Lunar, looking for the reset. That was sick! 5-2 score.
Yeah, Luna's a god, man. He makes this look way too easy. Just, yeah. Look at Magnet, everyone just flopping around. How are you meant to defend that?
Yeah, that's the thing, too, because Lunar, it's one thing to find that shot in open space, but was so quick and decisive and like, yep, we're resetting, dribbling it. Like, there wasn't, it was instinctual about what to do in that situation, and that's kind of what makes players like Lunar so dangerous when they are in that open space. Obviously, at like top levels, you will find players, you know, who know how to defend against that and not allow it to happen, but ooh, I think Lunar's going to be going for a lot of trick shots like that.
Yeah, that's tough at this level though. Max, did you seriously take journalism?
Yeah, I did.
That is like the most like caster degree I've ever heard in my life. That's sick.
I mean, I took it, I didn't finish it. I actually got my degree in event management, so.
Oh, that's also pretty esporty though.
Yep. Oh no, Kami can't put it through.
I know Yami did computer science. Yeah. He's part of the trend.
Yeah, it's all Rocket League players and computer science. They go hand in hand. Not like it just makes sense. Ray squeaks it in, 6-2 lead.
CJ did sports science. He's a jock through and through, man.
Yeah, but that's just it. He is
special.
a jock, right? Yeah.
I know, he's special, man. He's not like the rest of the Rocket League players.
No. What was Tins? What was Tins? I have to figure out what Tins' degree was. I think that's our next research project. Because yeah, because I did event journalism into event management. So interesting. It is interesting. Degrees are cool. University is cool. It's a cool thing. Go to university.
Sponsored by AEL.
Yeah, exactly. 24 seconds left in this one. Macquarie with the 6-2 lead should be finishing game one on top. And despite UTS, you know, looking competitive at the start, as soon as Macquarie warmed up, well, now they're just missing open nets on purpose.
Yeah, Luna's trolling. But no, I mean, UTS kept it exciting, but Macquarie, I mean, the goals they're scoring is just so impressive. And then UTS as well. This is a banger from Magnet. Again, it's a consolation goal, but they help. They're high.
Yeah, and I think it's a situation where if UTS is going to pull off this upset, they need to just get that ball out of their defensive half a little bit more efficiently. Because when they're on the attack, they do look very strong, but they just haven't been able to keep up with how dynamic a lot of the approaches from Macquarie has been. And that is kind of a tough thing to adjust to mid-series. We'll see if they'll be able to pull it off, but the more opportunities UTS get, obvious statement, but I think the better chance they'll have at pulling off this upset. I mean, they put 10 shots on.
Yeah, no, they played awesome. I don't think many of those goals were straight counterattacks either. They might have been. Yeah, so it's like Macquarie are known for getting counterattacked on just the way they play. So I think there's still a lot of potential as well.
Yeah, it's just about trying to, again, you've got to find ways to be a little bit more efficient on that defensive side of the ball for UTS, and we could have ourselves that proper series. Throw in the fact that Macquarie, again, the more they have a lead, the more they tend to give plays up. So we'll see if they kind of fall in line for that as well. Game number 2, though, about to kick off. Let's see if UTS can bounce back, keep that momentum going. Kickoff actually looks pretty good for the blue side.
Yeah, look how awkward Macquarie are at the moment. They're all very flat-footed, but I mean, mechanics on these guys still shine through. Although, double commits, not out, gets an air dribble. Is anyone there? Magnet is, but it's well defended by Macquarie.
He is defended for now, and we'll see what Ray can do off that backboard. Looks a little bit awkward. Owl tries to put it back, but not going to figure it out. Also, You know, would be remiss to point out the fact that, like, even though Akame and Ray are sort of subs this time around, they were part of the roster that finished top 3 last year, right? Like, they have had success here at AEL.
What an insanely stacked roster, man.
I know.
Insane.
Like, Macquarie they just produce banger players.
Yeah, no, that's silly. That's like actually unfair. They're just hogging all the Rocket League players.
Pretty sure Zen actually was on that lineup, but then never played as well. Something weird like that. Either way, dunked by Not Owl and UTS. Well, they're going to get the first goal.
They open it up, and I mean, look at this. Outpacing Luna, no problems there. And then Akami, bit too greedy, bit too fancy, pays for it.
With that, it's a 1-0 lead for the team in blue. UTS, they had a lead in the past, gave it up. Will they be able to maintain it this time around? Luna's going for a double. Flicky with the save.
Flicky, that was an insane save. That looked like a 100% goal from Luna. I'm sure he was thinking it too. Just so clean, just, you know, business as usual, but what a save from Flicky.
Yeah, Flicky able to get underneath it. Now Lunar back pass to Ray. Flicky, though, is there for the intercept. Where's the rest of UTS? I don't think they were expecting that to work, so the pressure alleviates briefly.
Ooh.
Lunar goes for the bump, not the ball. And that means UTS is able to maintain possession momentarily. Not Owl has Magnet underneath. Do they turn it to that goal? Not this time around.
No, but the pressure is continuing. Macquarie is certainly on the back foot, although Luna, nice mechanics from him, gets the dribble out, but everyone from UTS back. They are double committing though, but it's looking okay. Luna gets a shot though, and he equalizes.
And this is the difference between these two teams, I think. Macquarie's defense can be shaky at times, but it is that bit more consistent than UTS. UTS, it feels like any bit of pressure, and they just immediate panic right now. This is a team that needs to be on that orange side of the pitch, and just was not there.
Well, you can see how impressive their offense is, scoring 3 goals already against this team. But you're right, the defense is a bit too shaky. It's tough, though. I mean, they might not have seen, you know, a lot of the plays that Macquarie are being able to send against them.
Yeah, that has been the situation, and Akami's going to look for Ray. That could have been a sick pass instead. That kind of comes off target. You'd actually, you know what's great? You expect them to connect on that, right? Like, that's the level Macquarie has been playing at. Here comes Lunar, though. Dribble to the reset.
Whoa.
Doesn't quite get Magnet in.
Yeah, but Akami now gets the goal. Oh, Macquarie are just too good, man.
Just far too good right there if you watch Akame. Again, stick with that play, escorted through. 2-1 lead. Looking pretty good once again for the Macquarie team.
Yeah, but I want to keep this exciting. You know, UTS certainly have it in them to score goals, but last game we did see it start to run away, and it feels like Macquarie do gain that confidence after they get a few goals on the board as well. And I mean, do they need more confidence the way they play?
Yeah, no, if anything, they need to be humbled a bit, as you've been saying, because otherwise, you know, shots off the post like that. You got to humble them, Jake. Got to humble them.
I mean, UTS, you know, this would be an insane upset if they were able to get them, but again, Macquarie just seem okay playing on this knife's edge as well. You know, they've had close series. This series has close games, but in the end, it's still Macquarie finishing strong.
Yeah, they have been. And with 1 goal differential, though, UTS can just get that counter. If they can just find a way to get that attacking pressure on the red side, maybe, just maybe, they can piece it together. Lunar, though, popping it up to Akame, doesn't have that read, or do they? How did they find such a late touch on that? That was kind of crazy. Still, it might come back in the other direction.
What a save from Luna. Just absolutely flexing right now, but it might make them pay, but Macquarie, yeah, they're just so calm in their defense, even though they're looking awkward, they're looking overcommitted. The mechanics are keeping them in it.
Yeah, that they are. Is Not Owl. Actually throws it down to Magnet. Oh, can't squeak it in.
Close.
It was close. Now, though, we come in that opposite direction. UTS just running out of time in this game number 2. And, I mean, we've seen signs of life from them, but to expect a reverse sweep out of UTS, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but it's hard to expect anything. Macquarie is still that good, but with 30 seconds left, I still believe UTS, not if Flicky has no boost though.
Yeah. I mean, the boost has just been stolen away, I think, pretty consistently right now from the team in red. I should point out, yeah, it's red, not orange. Gotta remember that. We changed the colors here to make it more poppy. As we see Lunar now throw it over to Akame, has Ray on the opposite end, and that's not even needed because Akame just puts it on target.
Yeah, tough spot for UTS. They push forward, they go aggressive. You can't blame them, but it's well punished by Akame. And yeah, UTS just unable to close out these games. They really just start to run away from them, even though they can get the goals on the board.
And they could be looking to continue their undefeated streak into the mid-season break. They're going to be one game away from it. Granted, UTS was always going to have an uphill battle, but still an impressive start to the season if they can seal the deal, and they'll get 3 chances at it.
Yeah, Macquarie looking strong, looking relaxed. We're seeing a few goals go in, but who cares if you're scoring 5 goals the first game, 3 goals the next. These guys, their offense just seems unstoppable.
And what's scary, again, as like we've kind of mentioned, is the depth of this roster, right? Like the fact that, you know, Lunar, Baz, Zen would be, you would expect to be the starters, but then the subs are, you know, previous, you know, top 3 finishers. You can see their mechanics on display out there as well. I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, back when last season and that, Akame was the star player on the team. Like, and they were finishing top 3. And now, where they sit on this roster, where they're, like, all able to intertwine and all be threatening, it's just a scary lineup from top to bottom.
No, it's silly, man. It's unfair. I remember on my uni team, our sub was the diamond. Like, and that's how it should be.
I could have been your sub. That could have been me.
That could have been you. But no, Macquarie are just boring and have 5 superstars on their team apparently.
Actually, I think I would have like wound up like with Torsos. Actually, Torsos is something that Queensland is what it is.
Carried. He went to your tech one, I think.
Yeah, QUT, which I don't think. Actually, no, I would have been subbing for Leduc. That's where I would have been at. So not quite the same effect. Although Leduc, should be worth saying, did do very well to carry that UQ team far. Never was able to get the victory for the University of Queensland, but. I mean, there was some tough competition those seasons, as we do see Lunar with a chance, instead taking the shot, playing backward.
Yeah, keeping the pressure though. Yeah, Macquarie looking solid, but UTS still hanging on. I want to see them score first, but this time just hold on to that lead, get that rock solid defense, despite how tough it is against the Macquarie mechanics.
Yeah, we'll see. Ray actually gets shut down by Magnet, and yeah, it's good to see the improvement from the
nice
defense.
touch.
That was their weakness before, and Flicky has been doing a great job in shutting down Lunar, to, you know, credit to the point you made.
Well, yeah, they probably just haven't played against a player like Lunar much, right? Like, Lunar's like top of RLCS in terms of mechanics, right?
No, do go on.
Make him miss again. And that's what OCE has to offer.
Yep. Oh, man, that was awkward. Magnet with a chance. Strong
bang.
shot. Not out.
What a goal.
Oh, that cross-up was so mean.
That was sick. Look at the recovery from Not Out as well. That was very, very creative from him. Can they hold it, though? Is this the 3rd game in the row they've scored first?
Yep, they've had a lead in all 3 games so far. Can they hold it again? I mean, look, lead or not, yeah, Lunar's reset was sick, but that might be my favorite goal of the series. That was such a good pass.
Yeah, no, you don't see, yeah. No, you've always got to put a cool team play mechanical goal like that, you know? Because it had everything, and that recovery was amazing, and the finish was top-notch as well.
Yeah, I think you were right to kind of call out Not Owl as being, you know, a player to look out for, both like in this team and in like the future of the event, because they just seem to be pulling out some sick plays every series at some stage. Here we go, though. Pressure from the UTS side. A 2-goal lead would do them wonders. Magnet intercepts it mid-pitch. Akame will get the dribble, though, and put the pressure back on the blue side.
Kami does look like a star player, doesn't he? It's so hard to believe he's a sub. He would probably be a star player on like most of the rosters. But look at the offense from Macquarie, man. It's just too much. It's so tough.
As Ray puts it in, and I would go that one. I think Akame, could fit in right up there with like Baz, Zen, Lunar, Akame. Like you could interchange any of those for maybe not Lunar. I think Lunar should probably stay on the team, but like amidst the others, like yeah, Akame definitely feels they fit right on in.
Has Kami played RLCS much?
Ooh, I'd have to double check. I do not believe so. I always get their name confused with a League of Legends player named Akame, who is like also high up in the bubble scene. So it's like, don't think they've been on LCS. As we do see some play through the corner. I remember too. I'm pretty sure at first I thought they were the same player, and I was like, my mind was blown. Like, no way they are doing this. Like,
that would be insane. That would be so impressive.
I mean, you get that occasionally. From some players, they pop off in multiple events.
I know Fairy Peak's like a really good Pokemon player. And I know that. I saw Fairy Peak was playing a Pokemon tournament, and I was like, is that the actual Fairy Peak? What on earth?
I mean, we're talking about Tylacto before. I think he does the same with Pokemon as well. But I also know some SSLs in like Rocket League high school leagues who also apparently just dominate Farm Simulator. So it's all
Simulator. Have you seen that clip of that esport moment where it's like really hype and it's just them like slowly driving a barrel of hay?
Dude, you have to get ingrained in it, pun intended, to feel the hype of Farm Simulator. Tie ball game here though, 30 seconds remaining. Neither team able to break this gridlock. We could be going to an overtime, although Macquarie, they tend to step it up in the dying moments of games. Will they be able to do it here?
Dude, UTS deserve a win, man. They actually deserve a win. This would be so tragic to be 3-0. I don't want to see it.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, Ray's looking pretty good on this setup, but no one underneath to take the shot. In fact, Akame swings and misses. Now here's the chance to end it in regulation for the team in blue. Flicky through the corner. Will drive it straight into Ray. Magnet doesn't get the touch they want. Ball hits the ground, and we go to overtime.
Yeah, overtime. Let's get it. I mean, UTS have been very solid at the start of games, so maybe if they can treat this overtime like that. Flicky's getting a chance here. Corey's still so solid, though.
So solid, and it's actually, though, UTS with the initial pressure is... Oh, Not Owl doesn't get the ball.
That's a big
no
miss.
One's at the ball!
Oh,
Not Owl.
Big missed opportunity there.
Yeah, that should have gone in. Double commit still on defense, though. The Macquarie defense doesn't look structured. Might not matter, though, because Lunar is going to get the ball back to the blue side of the pitch. Rays with the follow-up. Now Akame and Lunar each in the middle of the field. It will be Akame who commits. Lunar has to go all the way back for boost, which means this attack should have fizzled, but too slow on the counter. UTS keep the ball in a dangerous spot. Magnet shut down by Ray.
Look how fast everyone's gotten in this lobby. They're meeting each other in the air. 50-50s all around. Very high-paced game. I'm not sure who this favors.
Yeah, it is back and forth, and you'd have to think this favors UTS, right? Anything that keeps them in the game, I'm saying it's favoring the blue side. I'm favoring it's favoring UTS.
Oh, Magnet's very awkward here. It's a slow touch though. Oh, he has no boost. Able to get that one though. Kami looking dangerous, but UTS looking a lot more solid in defense now.
That they are. Can compose, and now Magnet down the middle forces a double commit. No one underneath immediately. Not Owl still puts it on target. Ray from the roof.
Oh, it's just Magnet.
Gets that save, and now a pass across the Lunar, a little bit too far in front.
Yeah, Lunar going for the pre-jump, trying to end this series in style. It could cost them. Not Owl gets the double touch. We're going to game 4.
Not Owl keeping UTS alive in the best way possible again. You want to talk about dynamic attacks? UTS can bring it just like Macquarie. Not Owl playing so well this series when given the opportunity to shine, and now we go to a game 4.
That was a sketchy finish. I thought it looked very impressive, and he actually just absolutely smashed it into the crossbar and ends up going right back to him. But Well played. It was a great 1-2 to set it up. And yeah, UTS, they deserved a game this series. They've been playing well.
And this is kind of what Macquarie does. Like, I don't know if they have any clean 3-0s. Like, I'd have to go back and check their past records, but like they give up games now and then. Usually games 3 and 4, but they tend to give those games up. And they always keep their opponents in these series. And we'll see if that's a trend that will continue throughout the season, if they'll start to kind of batten the hatches. But it's so reflective of their play style and what they try to do. It's why the Macquarie series are so much fun, but they always find ways to clean it up in the end, Jake. And I would be remiss to think that even though UTS took that one, if they can win another 2, it would be beyond special.
I know. Macquarie always give hope. You're right. They're definitely the most exciting team to watch by far, honestly. They certainly bring the close matches.
They do, and we'll see if UTS can get 4 opening goals in a row. Not Owl actually has a chance to do it here. Lunar, though, reads the play and shuts down the double.
Yeah, but great hustle from UTS.
Oh, no.
But Lunar gets an open net, and for the first time in the series, Macquarie get the opening goal, and I don't think that can be good.
Lunar was sitting in that spot before Akame had reached the corner.
Yeah, he was so patient for that one.
He knew it. He knew it was coming. He knew what was coming. He knew when it was coming. It just, played the waiting game. 1-0 lead for Macquarie.
Yeah, so we'll see if this changes their style. From what we've seen, though, they get more aggressive when they have a goal up. So hopefully UTS can start to punish that.
Oh no, Flicky. I'm not sure you wanted the back touch there. A little bit of disorganization by the UTS defense right now. Might get punished.
Awkward.
Lunar, same spot as before. This time won't get it past the defense. Ray, however, might. Not Owl diving back for the save.
Yeah, Ray getting no power in that shot. Great opportunity to score there. Kami again. These mechanics are just insane, man. What a goal.
Akame. I mean, a throwback to the start of this series, perhaps. Nice little setup off the wall. Gets the reset for the shot. And it's now a 2-0 lead. Macquarie, again, when you put pressure on them, it sometimes takes them a little bit, but when they start to really turn it on, this team does look unbeatable.
No, that was a stunning goal, honestly. That was super, super impressive.
Oh, no. Is that in? Not quite. Lunar's there.
Lunar's there to save the day. 2-0 up at the moment. This is the most dominant lead we've had at the start of the game for Macquarie, and I'm getting the feeling this might end like 6-0 or something. They're just looking very, very confident.
Ooh, 6-0. I mean, I could see it. I could see it, but at that same token, it could also finish 2-0.
Oh, here we go. No. Oh, that is tragic.
The problem is that is they think that's thing we can agree on right now, because UTS with opportunities like that cannot afford to miss them.
Yeah, it's more likely to end 6-5 than 6-0. What am I talking about? Yeah. Oh, what a save from Magna.
It could be the case. I mean, again, still looking for that first goal from UTS. And they're going to have to flip the map first. Not Owl. Oh, no.
What?
Oh.
What happened? Oh, that's a sad one.
Do we have to play the final 3 minutes, or do we just call it there? Like...
I'm sure Kuba might have called it there.
Oh, man. That was... That's a goal that breaks a team. Yeah. Like, down 3-0 now, still half a game to go, but unfortunately for Night Owl, that one's going to sting for a while, and now Macquarie doing Macquarie things, saving their own shots.
No, you're right. That does break the team. I think maybe there's just enough time that the hope is still alive for UTS, but that is a tragic, tragic goal.
I think that's the slowest goal we've seen all season. Like, genuinely.
Yeah. We haven't seen one like that.
And the shocking thing, too, is it comes from Not Owl, who has been, like, the most consistent, the most mechanically strong player on the team. Like, and it's a tough pill to swallow. And again, I don't want that to take away from UTS's performance so far in this series. I mean, those first 3 games were great. And even now, they are putting touches on target. They are getting threatening once more. But unfortunately, again, Macquarie, they always have that next gear up, that once they hit it, they look far and away like they could be the best team in this competition.
Yeah. No, to be fair to nottimii, that's actually super common for mechanical players because they just trust their instincts so much, right? It's like the problem was nottimii, his first jump was so bad, but what made it funny was he almost got it with the flip. So yeah, that was a sad one, but it happens to the best of us.
You know what it was? Like, okay, well, this is, here we go, baseball reference that nobody is going to get, but it was the EFIS pitch. And if you don't,
you're gonna have
the
to explain
EFIS,
that one.
Okay, so very few pitchers do this, but like often, well, not often, very rarely, there'll be a pitcher who will throw like a 98-mile-an-hour fastball, and then like once a season, they'll throw an EFIS, which would be like a 40-mile-per-hour just lob in the air. And it just throws batters through a loop because they're trained, you know, to look for that fast strike, that fast shot, and then all of a sudden it's like, you know, primary school T-ball coming at you, and you just don't know how to handle it. Batters freeze up.
Do they really?
Yeah.
That's sick. That's fun.
Yeah, it is. It's super rare, but when it happens, it's always a treat. And I kind of feel like that's what that goal was.
Yeah, he was just going so slowly at nottimii. He was not used to it.
Yeah. And again, it faked out the best batters, and it will fake out the best Rocket League players. It's the break from the norm, I suppose. 10 seconds left, one more goal, because why not for Macquarie? Akame gets their second.
Yeah, no, I think 3-1 is fair for this series. Macquarie have obviously had the advantage. They've had a few dominant games, but I mean, well played from UTS, and I can't believe they're about to go 0-4 on the ladder. It is tragic.
It is a tragic end to this one, I would have to agree, as no one wants the ball. No one wants the game to end, Jake. They just want to play forever. But that's not how this works. Timer hit 0, and one last goal for Magnet, because why not?
Nice goal. I mean, that was sick. We saw more of that. Actually, to be fair, we've been seeing that. UTS have been really impressive on the offensive side. If they could just sharpen up their defense, a rematch could be on the table.
Their offense has been great. Like, it's been dynamic, it's been fast, it's been lethal when the shots are on target, but yeah, I don't know. Outside of that, definitely a rough game. And again, it doesn't feel fair to say, yeah, UTS is a team without any wins right now this season, but they are going to the break 0-4, and it does feel kind of like, you know, with USYD as well, it feels a little undeserved because they've been able to stay competitive in so many of these series, just things not going their way. But that is the nature of competition.
Yeah, no, it just happens to the best of us, and again, it's a stacked competition. I mean, I'm sure UTS would be demolishing Div 2, but I mean, they're in the big boys, and they've had some close matches, but it hasn't been enough.
Has not been enough, but for us right now, we've only been broadcasting like on stream for like an hour, and we're already at the halfway point, so we're going to be taking a break, and when we come back, it's going to be what I've dubbed my main event. Your main event's the one at the end. That's all well and good. So 2 main events still to come. UON versus RMIT when we return. Look, I hope you all took that longer opportunity to stuff your face with some dinner. I know I sure did, so apologies if I have a little bit of spinach mouth right now, but it is time to go in to our second half of the day, and to join us, we have a player from Macquarie. Was sort of a starter, now as a substitute. I don't know. You guys, right, you have the 5-man roster. Everyone looks insane on your team. Who is determining who plays? What is actually going on there?
It's kind of just who... Oh, I can hear myself.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're so loud for us.
that just blasted my earphones. There we go.
It's kind of just who's free, pretty much. Sometimes someone's going out, and it's just whoever's free. That's pretty much it.
Does it feel bad? Like, do you feel unlucky to be at a university with just so many talented Rocket League players?
It gives me motivation to grind the game, because, you know, I want to be a starter.
Fair enough. And I mean, when you look at that team as well, I mean, there are players with so much like experience on that team. Zen, of course, being the big one. Lunar as well has had so much recent success in RLCS. Like, have you actually been learning from them? Have they been kind of, you know, helping teach you, or is it kind of more still self-motivation?
I mean, it's kind of just the group chat's dead until on the day, and then we message like who's free, and then we make a team and then we just play. There's not much communication, to be honest. Yeah, so it's mainly just self-grinding, 6-mans, all that.
Cool. You guys live on the edge. And you guys, well, Macquarie's known for a crazy style. You actually brought some chill to the lineup. Was there some tension there? Was Luna trying to convince you to freestyle, or is everyone just kind of chilling out and having fun?
I mean, game 1, it was kind of just play the game, see how it goes. And then after game 2, it was a bit more... Like, there was one where Luna just pre-jumped for no reason. He's kind of having fun. And I was kind of just playing chill, laying back, you know, letting Kame do his thing, letting Luna do his thing. And just sitting back, letting them win.
So, last time we did have Lunar for the interview, and he said, you know, strategy moving forward was pre-jump everything. Every play must have a pre-jump. Sounds like that's still in effect right now. Do you feel like that's going to be the strategy till the very end, and or will it get more stable in the future?
Unfortunately, at this rate, I do believe so, because Luna's a madman. He'll pre-jump everything.
Fair enough. Either way, congratulations on that victory. Again, thank you for bringing some sense of normalcy to the team as well. Appreciate it as the casters to kind of see what happens when the team does play structured, and good luck going into the break.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And that was Ray from Macquarie, the one sane player on that team. And I think that says a lot right now. I don't know how you could ever team up with Lunar for an entire season and still stay sane. So maybe we'll check up with him at the end. But here's our next match down underneath, UON versus RMIT. But before we dive too deep into that, once again, would like to thank our wonderful sponsors for this event as well, starting, of course, with Predator Gaming, the gaming PC partner who provides high-end gaming-focused PC solutions in both laptops and desktop formats, powered by Intel. Big thank you to them. A big thank you to AOC Monitors, the gaming monitor partner. To celebrate the recent Easter break, AOC have some amazing deals on select monitors. It ends, though, on April 23rd, and if you don't know dates like I don't, that's this Sunday. So 4 days left, really, to get on that and get some of those great deals from AOC. You can find, you know, high-end AOC monitors at unbeatable prices. More information at au.aoc.com. Indomie, the noodle partner, made with high-quality flour and selected ingredients and spices. A plate of Indomie McGoring will certainly brighten up your day. I know it would have brightened up my chicken salad if I had the forethought to put some in there. Next time, you know I will. So try any one of their flavors available today from your local grocer or at indomie.com.au. And, of course, Game on Cancer. There'll be a little QR code right below Jake right there. They are the charity of choice for AEL, who fund much-needed cancer research projects. And if you'd like to donate, please head to AEL's Tiltify campaign page. Now, pause the screen if you want to scan that QR code, get yourself ready to go. But for us right now, we need to focus up, Jake, because we have my pick for the main event, UON versus RMIT. And, I mean, these two rosters, they can be very evenly matched.
Well, I mean, UON's Twitch chat's favorite team. We got Bud on the roster, so I mean that's always going to be an exciting one. But RMIT, they won last season, right? That's what I heard from the interview last week, I think. So I mean, they've got, they're strong.
Yeah, and I mean, Exodus obviously has been a strong player throughout. Comet and Fong has been sort of putting in the effort, but what's interesting coming into this, even though UON might have the worst record, I'm kind of with that Twitch chat support. I feel like UON has had a slower start than we would expect from this lineup, but they've shown higher highs, and I mean, Abtix has been great so far this season. Storm always a strong player as well. I feel like UON might be able to pull this off. Bud nearly gets the first goal.
RMIT is Kuma's team as well, right? Is Kuma not in today? Yeah, okay.
No, it's another double sub situation, I believe, is what we're talking about. Like with Exodus being the normal player and Comet and Fong being the two subs who last time we saw with Kuma led to Week 2's most infamous moment.
Well then UON might have this, honestly. They're a solid roster. I think this is their main 3, if I'm not wrong, and that could go a long way here.
We will see what happens as, Kuma had to sub out. Very last minute being told right now, so a little bit unfortunate for the RMIT side, but Exodus is still warm, and I think even with, a sub situation, RMIT is still going to prove to be a threat.
And who's RMIT's other player? Who's their other playing with him? Exodus, Kuma.
It actually might be Fong. Actually, might be the starter, and Comet is the sub. I'll have to dive in. Again, it's tough with these rosters because everyone subs in and out so frequently. You just gotta go with memory. They play the most, so they must be the starter. When sometimes it's actually no, they our starter just never showed up.
Yeah, how do you even call someone a starter?
Sweeper, sweeper. That of course sweeper. So it is Comet and Fong. Yes. How can we forget sweeper? How could I forget sweeper? I'll let you off. Well, that's a me. That's a me, L.
You've transferred your Storm amnesia to Sweeper now.
Well, Comet's going to get that next goal though, so they're going to put it through. And I mean, again, it was Exodus, Kuma, Sweeper. They were the sorry, not Exodus. It was Kuma, Sweeper, Exile, defending champs for RMIT.
Everything's so confusing.
I know. It's all over the place. But, so even though RMIT is the defending champion team, and even though they have 2 of the 3 starters, none of the defending champs are playing right now.
Man, it is like that here, isn't it? I mean, no team is the same week to week, or season to season, I guess, either. But, yeah, it just makes everything so unpredictable.
I mean, we can go through. Oh, apparently Exodus was on that team as well. Okay, I don't know. I've lost. I don't care anymore. I just care about the game in front of me.
Exodus is the one we interviewed last week, right?
True. So Kuma wasn't on the team. I know. What? And then I know Sweeper was on Dumb Luck before Lunar was. Hey, look, Fong scored.
Dude, Fong and Comet are stepping up. Again, it looks like they're not subs, They're playing strong.
Yeah, you know what? They are, and I'm sure, Kuma, I hope, is doing well, obviously, when there's, a last-minute sub. Always a little shaky, but if Kuma's doing well, I hope they're watching along and feeling a little bit better about these two after what happened week 2, and we're seeing that improvement right there. I'm actually a little bit surprised by the slow start from UON.
Yeah, same. Again, I would honestly favor UON here, considering the sub situation. But I mean, Fong and Comet are playing well, so maybe that's misguided.
Yeah, maybe. But then again, that series did look a lot different than this one. As it stands, though, UON still plenty of time to come back in this storm, to be able to get that dunk. Aptix will be given some space. Kind of just throws it straight into the defense.
Everyone's actually been very quiet from UON. It feels like it's been pretty much all RMIT this first game.
Yeah, it has been very much RMIT focused. Fong and Comet, a good little connection. Exodus, though, I'd still argue is the most threatening player on the team. Touches like that can make it so. However, too far back were the 2 other RMIT members.
Yeah, but they need some goals now. It feels like they're a bit flat-footed, although that's a great setup and well defended there by Comet.
Well defended indeed. I'm still trying to come to grips with what I was trying to talk about when I first opportunity to do this one. That was talking about chicken salad before. That was word salad that I want a refund on. Man. I want a refund on it.
All good.
Bud,
Keep your head in the game, Max.
we'll try. I mean, Bud actually has a good
here we
chance
go.
right here. Only Fog
Here we
the
go.
Fakes it. Here comes Storm, but no, the shot is high.
Fake's a kind word there. He messed that up. But we've all been there. That happens when you try and do that flick. It's always sad.
Yeah, but you see, according to Twitch chat, though, Bud never makes mistakes. So that was clearly a fake. It was just a fake that was well defended.
That's actually my bad. Yeah, that was a fake.
Yeah, that was a fake.
How could I forget? Bud's a god.
Bud can do no wrong, according to Twitch chat. Now Storm has a chance to pass it back to Abtix, who is the player I would have on my fantasy team. Storm, though, tries to put it down. Bud was a bit too far forward, or maybe the pass was too far back. Either way, Comet's angle. Well, that's right where it needs to be.
Wow, this was nice by Comet. He really stuck with it. I probably would have given up trying to score that, but he somehow finds that crazy angle. That should seal it for game one. RMIT playing very well.
Yeah, RMIT, I mean, on the attack, they've been looking very, very strong. Comet in particular, having a performance. And Fong, with the dunk off the kickoff, almost finds another one right there as well. So a slow start for UON, not what I was expecting from them, and very promising signs for RMIT. Not playing with multiple starters, yet if they can get a win in this series, move to 3-1 on the standings, they could be in a prime position going into this break to make it to the playoffs.
The strange thing with going on at UON at the moment is that I feel like it's their teamwork that normally wins some games, but at the moment they're really not connecting very smoothly.
No, it's been a lot of too far forward, too far back, awkward rotations where, you know, two players are kind of coming together. Definitely not the start that UON wanted. However, Storm doesn't quite get that. I don't know how Exodus hits the perfect angle, but they do enough to keep it out of the goal, and we head to game two with an RMIT lead.
Yeah, 4-1, great, very confident scoreline as well. UON have a lot to prove moving into game two.
That they do, and eventually we will get to game two, Jake, I promise you. Like, we're just, you know, we need as much warm-up time as possible for UON. That's all what's happening right now. They're just taking advantage of the situation. Ball does hit the ground as Comet misses it, and RMIT secures the 4-1 victory.
You're right, that's a big misplay for RMIT keeping the ball up. You don't want UON getting more warm, and especially you got to have good teamwork to keep the ball up as well. So I'm hoping to see something new coming into game two.
Yeah, so am I. Hopefully UON can start to connect so they can be a bit more competitive in this. But yeah, again, it's surprising. RMIT, the team, you know, with 2 subs, the team that looks more like a team, like their setups on the attack were coming through time and time again. It wasn't anything too crazy like what we saw from UTS in that last series, but simple pass plays can be just as effective, and RMIT, they seem a bit more on the pulse.
Yeah, no, RMIT looking very solid again, not looking like a team of 3 subs, or 2 subs, but that seems to be what all these rosters excel at, like just this in and out, new players in each week and just making it work.
Maybe they'll make it work one more time, as Abtix actually with the chance, Bud right behind, and that's what I mean. Like, and you hinted at it as well, like the teamwork, the spacing, they're always in each other's way.
Yeah, they're looking very awkward right now, and they didn't get much time to reset there either. It was a pretty short break. Maybe not too much time to think about it, and almost getting scored on straight away.
I mean, I'm gonna be real. Breaks are usually too long anyway. It should just be straight. It should just be like a goal scored and then into the next game. No break whatsoever for any of these players. As Exodus, what an angle!
What a shot! The speed as well. He was up there so quick to that. Just absolutely beautiful read.
Yeah, Exodus again proving why they are arguably the best player on the pitch right now. With touches like that, it can be hard to even argue that point still. 1-0 lead, RMIT picking right up where they left off.
And that's not what you want if you're UON. You're in a bit of a slump, you're not really working together, and then instantly you're at a deficit in this game too.
That they are, and we'll see if they're going to be able to finally respond. It's been a bit of a shocker to see UON that far back. Granted, like, you know, with my own personal power rankings, I do kind of have UON sitting in that
what touch!
4 spot.
Oh!
No! can't get it, but that's why Aptix is there.
This is a beautiful first touch by Storm. I mean, just getting it right where he wanted to, but sadly the adjustment wasn't there. But now you can see them starting to work together. That was all 3 players involved in the offense there.
They all came together, and they all did quite well when it was all said and done. And just having a quick little pack peek, because I know, again, Exodus has had that RLCS experience in the past as well, and it was made it look silly. We'll talk more about that when Exodus steps up one more time, but for now it is actually going to be Bud looking to center the play. Fong is there. He's going to have to get it past Aptix. Does so. Nearly gets it past all 3 defenders, in fact.
Yeah, no, good dribble skills coming out of him, but close one for UON. They're certainly, you can see now, they're definitely starting to get a bit more coordinated, but it's still a little awkward.
Yeah, still hasn't entirely been pieced together just yet. Here comes Storm right now. Gets the bump on Fong. Bud follows it up, and it's a big open net miss.
Oh, are you sure? Because, I mean, it was Bud shooting. He doesn't miss those.
Yeah, that's true. I think the goal just, shrunk.
Just moved.
Yeah. The goal just kind of put itself down. That is one, though, that I think Bud is going to want back. How does Comet get that power?
Yeah, but it's well saved by Aptix. That was definitely a tough one. The offense continues, though. Exodus is there, and this pressure isn't stopping.
Everyone in chat is just claiming that was an amazing fake by Bud.
Why can't his team get on his level, man?
I don't know. I do not know. We'll watch Comet now play it off the backboard. Exodus there. Won't be able to find that strike. Exodus, so yeah, as I was saying, did the quick research on Exodus, their past RLCS successes. They haven't been a regular RLCS member since Season X, but, it was end of last year that they did kind of make it to the Fall Cup. Got themselves a 12th to 14th, so they've won 1 game in the Swiss stage. I mean, that's pretty good.
That's all right. It'd be good to see more of them. There's a lot of these uni players who are really talented, and you don't see them in RLCS.
No, and that's why I kind of love this event, because you take someone who is like a bubble RLCS player like Exodus, and then you kind of compare them to the other players on the pitch, and you can say, like, man, if only, like, some of these players were to team up a bit more often and really have serious goes at those qualifiers, they could make those runs. And you always want to see it kind of start at this university level, like, hey, maybe they'll gel as a team and they can continue this sort of trio into that if they find that success. I don't know. I want to see it.
You're romantic. That's
I am.
Rocket League players tend to just ditch their teammates the first chance they get, to be honest.
I know.
But we can dream.
Like, unless you're going to majors, it's like, and even then sometimes.
Even then.
Rule 1! And it's broken up by Storm. Whoa, I don't know about that one.
I think that's fair, demoing your teammate out of that commitment,
I guess. I mean, tie ball game. 1 apiece, and it is pretty much win for UON. Storm with the chance. Will backboard it back to Bud, who plays it into the corner. Third member, Aptix, just misses the ball because they were trying to play it off Comet. Still a second opportunity for Storm, who misses the ball, just trying to play it off themselves.
That's 2 super awkward touches coming out of Storm. And Aptix was really far back and missed a good chance, so still lots of awkward positioning, and it's all culminating. It's not looking good, but Fong with the side flip relieves some of the pressure.
Yeah, they just knew that the shot wasn't on target.
Oh, here's a nice
but
passing
that one
play.
is!
What a banger from Fong. Top corner and a beautiful 1-2 as well.
Oh, watch that again. Fong, pass to Exodus right on back, and you can't get a more perfect place touch than that.
Honestly, that did not look in the slightest. I think he got a bit fortunate there with the post. But he'll take it. I mean, beautiful shot still.
Yeah. 12 seconds left. Go-ahead goal. You take those every day of the week. And with 3 seconds remaining, one last chance for UON to try and bring it back. Aptix puts it up. Comet, though, looks to shut it down. Clears it to the opposite end of the field. Bud lets it drop because he wants the reverse sweep. Again, Bud makes no mistakes, and RMIT goes up 2-0 in the series.
Wow. Yeah, this is, again, unexpected. Certainly expecting a close one, or even considering the sub situation. slightly UON favored, but I mean, the subs from RMIT are just popping off. I mean, that Fong finish, I mean, Comet's been playing super well as well, especially that first game. I mean, how do you compete?
Well, I mean, according to Twitch chat, you compete by just, it was a fake. Like the game, the 2-0 was just all part of the fake.
Oh no! Oh, that is actually a bit painful for Bud. Yeah, to lose a game with that kind of open net fake.
yeah. Oh, that's...
and then it'd be only one goal deciding it. I mean, that's tough.
I have it on good authority. Your favorite player is playing in the next series, so we'll see where we go with that.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, for real. Here we go. Fong to Abtix. Tries to find Bud. Whoa, triple commit sends all 3 members of UON spiraling in different directions. Comet puts a light touch on, and here comes Exodus versus Bud. Bud will win out.
Yeah, Bud staunches him on the backboard. Comet's in an awkward situation. Storm, what a touch. Does he have the follow-up? Oh, so close.
Ooh, it looked like they were trying to dish it down to Abtix, but Abtix doesn't quite get that angle. Now Fong nearly finds the gap. Storm shuts it down. Bud, well, double commits. I think they wanted the pinch. Either way, Storm can't score the goal. Abtix can't either. Comet's defense just too good.
Abtix way too far back again. He's really got to get in the face of the action here, but he's playing very reserved, and it's costing them some goals.
I think Abtix is the type of player that likes space, and RMIT just has not been giving it to them. Comet and Fong, more Comet than Fong. Either way, 1-0 lead.
See, Bud ran out of boost here. He would have had it if he didn't. Something must have glitched in the league. I don't know how a player of Bud's caliber would let himself run out of boost there. So
they just wanted the sick pinch own goal.
or that. Or he just wants to make it harder for himself. Get their backs against the wall, and then they're going to start popping off it. The play is continuing.
Yeah, the play is continuing as I'm kind of just watching this goal back from, boost, not ball. Too slow on reading that play. A bit unfortunate right there. Still, though, 2-0. A lot of time left on the clock. UON, though, I don't think they've scored 2 goals in the game yet.
No, UON really need to step it up. Yeah, they're playing way too passive. They're missing quite a few opportunities, and I mean, their defense has been the one solid factor, but that seems to be falling apart now too.
See, Bud didn't run out of boost. He actually had 110 boosts, and it caused the game to glitch out, according to Twitch chat again.
Honestly, more believable.
I really enjoy the UON fans. I think that they might be my favorite. Bud, open that goal! You'll never find a more difficult goal to be scored in AEL history.
Man, what a beautiful pass by Storm, though.
Yeah.
What a difficult shot by Bud. I don't know if any other player on God's green earth could have scored that one.
No one. Lunar maulding right now. Watching it. There's another!
What?
For UON. Back-to-back goals, and UON has tied this game up.
Dude, out of nowhere. What is happening here? Fong with the close cheat. Comet going for boost and turning out. That's as greedy as it gets, man.
That was a bit of a shocker. I have to agree. And now we're tied once more. 3 minutes on the clock. Pressure for RMIT. Kind of retake that lead. Exodus! No mercy.
Exodus is so good, man. Whether he's setting up his teammates or scoring, that is just a beautiful, just simple double touch. Just makes it look so easy, but that is not, man. That is not at all.
Did the defender hit that? Was that like a double touch dunk? I'd have to break it down frame by frame. It would be very close to it either way. Yeah, Exodus, that was not okay. And fake pass. Comet almost had that reset. Fong did have the touch, but the goal's not in.
Yeah, Bud to the rescue though. That was an awesome save from him. And now the pressure continues. UON, that's a great pass, but again, they're just a bit too awkward though. Bud! Oh, almost a monster dunk. That is tragic.
I feel like the further away from the goal, the stronger Bud is. I don't know. We'll see if this reigns true as Exodus tries to play keep away from Abtix. Fails at it. Here comes Bud, faking it to Storm.
Great
We'll play off the backboard, and now Comet will bring it back the other way.
Yeah, now the pressure is on. Bud gets a chance. Oh, the game glitches again. He backflips. How does this keep happening to him?
Yeah, Psyonix needs to fix this game. Clearly, that's what's going on right now. 2 minutes remaining. RMIT with Comet. Oh, doesn't connect to Exodus. Missed opportunity there as Exodus. Where are you going, friend? Does not matter. Fong nearly gets the dunk. Doesn't find it. Waterfall. Comet. Open net. No! What?
You don't see that every day. That was one of the more open nets.
Hey, Bud made that shot. All I'm saying is Comet dishes it down. Fong doesn't get the dunk either. Time running out, though, for UON.
Yeah, RMIT, they are in the lead, and I mean, the difference with that is, yeah, Comet won't be too bummed by that if they still win this game, but they still have to win this game. UON are trying to make it easy for them, almost scoring an own goal.
Almost get it, but not on this occasion. Here comes Exodus. Awkward touch. Ball's been in the corner for the past 30 seconds. Storm finally breaks it out. Tries to connect with Bud, who pops it up for grabs. Exodus all over that play. Now looks for Comet. That's Storm, actually, going for the intercept. And now Fong again pushes it to that same corner.
Yeah, being very staunch. Not letting them get past him, although Bud, nice dribble, but Exodus defending really well from the midfield. Not giving UON any chances here. No,
UON's been really struggling to flip the map right now, and it's always from the first attacker. What?
That was a tough read. That was a tough read, but I mean the first.
I just thought it was in. Like I genuinely thought that one was in and just bounced out of the goal, and the game didn't register it. Either way, 15 seconds. Bud has to get a good clear here. Pops it up. Comet gets it red.
Yeah, and time running out for UON. They need something special. 8 seconds remaining. Bud gets chances, no power. Now it's all up to Abtix as third man. Pops it up for Storm, pops it up for Bud. Abtix is there, he gets it to him. This is a chance. Oh, it's blocked by Exodus.
It all comes down to this corner read. Abtix puts it towards the net. Storm shot, it's good. We go to overtime.
What is that? What a goal on 0 seconds. They keep it up. Abtix with the slowest shot ever. But what a dunk from Storm. Oh, that is powerful.
And even Bud drawing the pressure with the double commit to set it all up. There you have it. We go to a golden goal situation. UON needing this goal to stay alive. A loss here, 1-3 record into the break, would be so difficult for a team that you know had top 4 aspirations. However, RMIT, they're a team looking to win this entire event. They need to win this series 2-2. Not acceptable for the defending champs.
Yeah, and they're going to be quite rattled after that one. That equalizer came out of nowhere. And now that Comet miss, well, Comet's 2 misses might be a lot more impactful now. The pressure continues for UON, but no goals just yet.
Although Abtix has a chance, pushed it a little bit too far forward. Exodus on defense, loses control. Storm's quick shot, read by Fong. Comet will be the next attacker moving forward, although Fong doesn't get the second touch. Here's Comet. Oh, fakes out Bud. Storm saves it from the post.
Yeah, the defense, they're looking more solid now. UON, again, we haven't been seeing their best this series.
No.
Storm gets the open net, and they take game 3.
Storm with the pinch setup. Awkward defensive read by Fong, and then Storm again just forcing that own goal off of Comet. All right, UON, they survive. A little bit of a comeback as well. They were down 2-0 at one stage of that game, still win it in OT, and we go to map 4.
Yeah, clutch, man. Yeah, there's so much in the tank for this UON roster. We know this is not their best, and they've left it to like the ultimate last second, literally, not even last second. And yeah, only 2 games to go.
And I've been really impressed with Storm's performance thus far on the UON side. Like, normally Abtix has kind of been that standout player, but like looking at that last game, it was Storm, I feel like, who had that refusal to quit. So many big plays on defense. Most of the clearing came from Storm as well. We'll see if that continues. Comet and Fong, they started to slip a bit. Saw more mistakes from the two of them, more so from Fong, I feel, and we'll see if they can bring back their consistent play as well.
It can be tough to close out a series. They might have gotten a bit nervous. Maybe not expecting a quick 3-0, and then, yeah, it hit them.
We'll see. Obviously, you still have 2 more games to bring it back, but losing game 4 in these types of situations is always makes that game 5 incredibly difficult. So UON they're in it with a chance still. Unless Comet does this to them. Good save by Storm.
Oh, now Bud needs to block Exodus's shot. It's over. Storm saves the day again, doing everything in defense right now. And they get it out.
Yeah, that's what I was noticing a lot last game as well. Storm defensively doing such a good job at keeping UON in this, and RMIT. Again, it was when they were looking like getting those pass plays through. Like, they weren't the most complex ones, but they were effective. The Fong and Comet connection was strong. Looking for that to come back. Well, now it could be Exodus and Fong perhaps, except nowhere near the ball. Fong. Awkward read.
Yeah, again, eyes on Comet and Fong. They slipped up a little bit in game 3. The pressure might be getting to them. Now it's Exodus backflipping, misreading that. It's looking shaky at the moment for RMIT.
Yeah, it's a sloppy game. I mean, Storm's touch there as well kind of needed a bit more power, which is always scary towards your own goal. Either way, Exodus wanted that late ceiling flip. Doesn't quite get it. Bud keeping it away from Fong. Now keeps it away from Comet. Pressure through the corner. Bud again pushes it back, but no one in the middle of the field for UON means Exodus will flip the map once more.
Yeah, no one there. Exodus looking tricky, but no boost. Fong, this is a great shot. Aptix with the save, though, and Storm cleans it up.
Yeah, very nice save by Storm. Had that one read and now has the goal. 1-0 lead. UON continuing their hot hand.
It's changed. Look at that. Exodus flips again. Misreading it. That's everyone from RMIT now making big mistakes. Unable to close out this series.
Yeah, and definitely putting the pressure on. That is for certain as Comet didn't get that deep touch they were looking for. Fong, though, will find Exodus. Is looking for the 1-2 pass. It looked like Fong wanted to abandon it, but got back in time.
Oh, who did he get this over? Was it Aptix? Aptix did not notice Fong too quick, and beautiful equalizer.
I mean, I can't blame it because initially Fong wasn't driving for that play. Fong started to rotate back towards the wall as if they were, trying to slow themselves down, and then all of a sudden just cut and went for it. So it was a cheeky fake, actually, to set up that shot. Well played by Fong, and tie ball game once again for RMIT.
Yeah, now UON pushing forward. Aptix again, very far back. I want to see him pushing up more. He's letting a lot of these opportunities slip him by just being a bit too passive.
And that shot nearly goes in as well. Bud in front of the net. Won't be able to beat Exodus. Storm, however, will. Yet the shot is wide. And with that, RMIT a chance to flip the map back once more. Comet shot saved by Aptix.
Yeah, Aptix still very solid when he is in defense. Nothing seems to get past him. Now it's 1-1. The time's ticking down, but we know how clutch UON can be at the dying second.
That we can, as we'll see Storm shot, target, saved by Exodus. Dangerous touch. Bud, though, not quite in the right spot to read it, so now the pressure once again will become RMIT favored, at least till Bud crosses up the attack.
Yeah, Bud not able to read the difficult wall bounce. Look at RMIT, though. They are on the back foot now. What a pass. Fong, what an intercept, though. Even better.
Yeah, and now Storm just drives it in.
What? What happened? What?
Oh, it was an awkward read, but they felt like... No. Not like that. There's still time. There's still 101 seconds for redemption for Storm, who had been playing so well defensively until that point.
Oh, it's awkward for Exodus, though. Storm gets a chance. It's a bit too awkward, though, yeah. Of all players, yeah, would not have expected it from Storm in this lobby.
Oh, Fong misses what could have been a game-sealing double. Now Storm trying to find space the other way. Bud's free jump doesn't stop Exodus, but the awkward back touch will. Aptix now looking for Bud. Got there just before Comet, yet Fong is faster underneath, and UON unable to maintain that possession.
Yeah, UON. Feels like this game is just going to slip away from them, honestly. A minute can fly by very quickly, but look, they're pushing forward. Aptix getting in their face, but RMIT are looking a lot solid. No. And that's just dirty, man. That's just brutal. What a dribble from Exodus.
It was the desperation on the UON attack. They were double committing for demos. Neither made contact, so Exodus with possession, one defender to beat. Yeah, I'd wager Exodus puts that in more often than not. So a 3-1 lead. RMIT may have just secured this series.
Yeah, what a depressing way for UON, honestly. But I mean, RMIT, they got it together. I mean, they weren't looking themselves. But I mean, to be fair, neither of UON for most of the series either, and I mean, very well done from them to recompose.
Yeah, they recomposed, unfortunately, kind of lost it, I feel like, in the final minute and a half when the pressure really starts to kick in deep. I mean, if they score off this play, maybe something crazy could happen, and Storm's going to have a shot. Fong save. Aptix is there, but so is Bud. Open net, saved by Fong. It wasn't open at all, and that will do it for this one. 4-1 lead.
Wow, absolute heartbreaker, man. Oh, what a reverse sweep that could have been. 0 seconds needing that equalizer, but now RMIT too strong, too solid. Well played from them.
Yeah, and for RMIT to win the series again, you know, with Comet and Fong subbing in, moving to the break with a 3-1 record, the defending champion team, like, they are looking like a playoff caliber team. They could be a finalist team once again as well. Aptix will put one in to kind of lessen the blow, perhaps, but when it's all said and done, RMIT 3-1 in the series, 3-1 on the season.
I was gonna say, I don't think that was Aptix. Yeah, that was Comet. But doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. GG's all around. Yeah. Heartbreaker for us, the Twitch chat, but Storm giving the love heart in chat. They seem to be in good spirits despite the loss.
I think the only person who's happy about that result outside of RMIT fans, deservingly so, again, they are allowed to celebrate, they deserve that victory, is BK. BK, I think, is very happy on that result. So there you have it. You know, at least, you know, production and TOs are happy at the moment. But as it stands, I don't know. UON, they'll have the second half of the season to bounce back. I still think this is a top 4 caliber team, just not getting the breaks that they need.
Yeah, lots of top 4 caliber teams dropping out today, though. I mean, it's a brutal competition.
It is. It is. I mean, well, there can only be 4 teams, right, in that top 4. And, well, maybe if UON's not going to be there, a team like UOW or UWA could sneak in. I don't know. That's going to be our next matchup, so stay with us. One more series to round out the evening. It was an exciting series, Jake. Back and forth, well, at the end of it at least. The start was pretty much one-sided affair as we did just watch RMIT beat UON. And the big reason why it was a one-sided affair was because of some of the great shots from the player we are speaking to right now, Exodus, joining us for this interview. And I don't know, Exodus, I thought you might struggle a bit when Kuma was in your situation. Things seemed to implode, but today things kind of went, you know, as to be expected.
Yeah, can't be upset with how Fong and Comet performed. They were, yeah, they had a lot of control of the series. I'd say didn't have to do a lot of theatrics. Just happily took my backpack roll and yeah, just headed off.
Mm-hmm. So are you trying to act like that captain role, at least in the comms for them, or do you just trust them to rise to the occasion?
Oh, look, as much as necessary. They had plenty of confidence of their own coming into the series, so I didn't feel like I had to pick up any slack at all. They were, yeah, they're great blokes. They were great to play with. Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
All right, you don't have to go too deep into this one if you don't want, but I can't help notice the lighting going on. Just the entire image right now in your room,
Yeah.
the bright blue headphones, the red light in the background. Is this just sort of your, like, focus game mode setup right now? You want that aggressive lighting and atmosphere?
Yeah, so in the last week, I've been helping my dad renovate, actually, and this is the byproduct of how many weeks of renovating. We now have a much bigger bedroom as opposed to what I was in last time. So, yeah, fully sick, sweaty gamer room for sweaty gamer boys to do sweaty gaming. So,
Cool. No, it looks awesome. I wanted to ask, after Game 3, they got that insane 0-second equalizer and then took the game. You guys looked... Yeah, one, how'd that feel? You guys, and then two, you guys looked pretty rattled. How'd you recover?
it was kind of funny. We were literally like, okay, let's keep it up, but let's not throw. And then unfortunately, it like pinched off like the both of them when it was going across the net. So we kind of laughed at that a little bit. And yeah, I took a little bit of feeling into Game 3 to make sure, okay, well, let's, what was it, Game 4, sorry. And then in Game 4, we thought, okay, well, let's make sure we get off to the right foot. And once we had the ball rolling, it was, that was that.
All right, I'm going to kind of, again, ask one last, maybe a bit more of a personal question right now, but RLCS, spring, around the corner. Last main event, you were there in fall. You did make that one main event. Are you teaming up with a new team right now? Are you looking to make another run come RLCS time?
I would like to. There has been some background stuff that has set me back a fair bit. Yeah, I had a bit of a lined up for a certain amount of time, which has since changed, so I'm not too sure where I sit at the moment. But I certainly have aspirations too.
OCE.
It is a bit of an OCE shuffle, yeah.
I mean, you could make Twitch...
Yeah, I'm certainly very ambitious about it, and I definitely see myself intending to achieve more within RLCS before I set sail into adult life, but yeah, we shall see.
Well, I mean, if you listen to Twitch chat, they're pretty high on that Bud player on UON. Think maybe that could be a duo to come together?
Maybe.
Maybe. All right. You know, the hope's not dead. Either way, do hope to see you, not only future interviews here, but in RLCS as well. Congratulations on your victory, and enjoy, I suppose, the week off here of AEL play.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. That was Exodus from RMIT. I have to admit, out of everyone's gamer station so far, that one... He looks like he that's the one that means the most business, right, Jake? Like that was the intimidating one.
Yeah, Exodus is a killer, man. Like, you see it as well. He means business. His room shows it. He's impressive.
He has the team captain demeanor as well. So excited to see what more could be coming from Exodus, both here at AEL and, beyond. But for now, we do have one last series for the day to get ready for, and this will be, I think, a spicy one for sure. UWA versus UOW, and I mean, University of Wollongong, one of the favorites to possibly win this whole thing, but UWA, I think, has been arguably the biggest surprise in terms of performance and form thus far. This is a real testing match for the Western Australia squad.
Yeah, this is going to be tough for my heart because we have UWA, my favorite, pushing it team in that middle pack, but then we have Mage on the other side as well. So there's some exciting players here.
Well, that Mage is a reason why maybe, perhaps, I don't know, UOW could maybe be a bit more exposed in this one. They are looking to... I'm just saying, Mage subbing in for Shu. Shu is a top-tier player in this event. They're big shoes to fill, pun intended.
Yeah, and we have Bailey subbing in for Aziz again, but I mean, Bailey popped off last week, so I mean, he's probably going to be very solid.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the case, but at that same token, I mean, UWA's lineup, they've been solid up and down. It feels like every single week another player is just stepping up for this squad. Crab and Saf have each had those big moments. Sakiri, though, kind of a newer name. We'll be curious to see if they can kind of rise to that same level as well. Of course, this goes by SCK in the game, so I don't know why it was different
Were you confused too?
I was very confused there. Yep. I love, the rosters always keep us on our toes, Jake. That's how it works. Either way, game one underway.
Yeah, and a quick start. Bailey Mage pushing forward, getting a nice center already. Saf barely there in time. Look at the speed from Mage, man. Top player.
Already singing praises as we will see how it plays out. Tonio now looking for that second touch. Oh, doesn't find it. Mage, however, does. And, well,
whoa.
I got to give credit where it's due. Sick opening goal.
Dude, sick car. I forgot what this is called, but it was hype when it came out. This is OG.
What is that car, actually? Like,
That got released in like 2016, man. That is an old school car. That is crazy.
Well, you know what? If it's bringing Mage good fortunes, I'm all for this change. And, I always get excited when players break out of, the Fennec or the Octane.
Take it to Mage, man. He's a pioneer.
He is. Got that first goal, and you know what? Pulled Magic out the hat, got that first point, and now UOW looking for a second. Tonio just absolutely causing defenders to miss. Saf racing green dollies. Won't get there in time.
Man, UOW looking dominant right now. Their pressure is just too much for UWA to deal with.
Yeah, that, of course, green dollies is, of course, Bailey Mate. Just driving under a different name. And I will say this as well. Whereas Macquarie has been the team that kind of eases up on the pressure, UOW has not been that. They are a team that will show no mercy. And what?
Yeah, yeah, that one got away from Saf. He'll get another chance.
I do believe so as well.
Saf and Crab have the land boost. Remember? Those guys play together. So I want to see some synergy coming out of them.
You know what? That is actually very true. Forgot about that. It was Saf's place where they go hang out to play these matches, right?
No, I think it was the opposite. I think Saf.
Oh no, it was Saf interview, but it was at Crab's house. That's right.
Yeah.
So
he stole the interview, stole the house.
Yep.
Now he's gonna start stealing some goals.
Oh,
that would have been awesome! Crab. Wow. I mean, more of that's coming. It's that land synergy.
I mean, that's what we're hoping to see from the members of UWA. That's what we're going to need to see from them as well if they're going to want to break this UOW defense. Awkward positioning, Mage. Let's let possession give away. Bailey's up for it. SCK, though, has Crab across the middle. Mage's touch is pushed to the side, so Crab won't find the shot from it. Mage actually sticking with the play. Gets it past Saf as well. SCK bangs it back to the blue side.
Yeah, SCK looking quick, looking speedy, and UWA looking good as well now. This is some sustained pressure. I think surely UAW is going to start running out of boost soon. Look, there's no one home, but Tonio dives back just in time.
Able to get there now. Saf's going to take the shot, saved again by Tonio on the line.
Wow. The class of Tonio is shining through here. Those two big moments for him.
Yeah, Tonio's defense just holding down the fort right now, and Mage will be the one who gets the clear. Got confirmation from producer Dover, by the way. It's the Aftershock.
Yeah.
The car being driven right now. Released
that is an OG car, man.
2012.
Huh? Is that a Saab car?
Was part of, the Rocket Battle cars. It's pre-Rocket League. It is the oldest car in the game.
I think that might have even been a popular car in Saab. I think I remember watching Scrubkiller or someone playing it.
Yeah, it's older than the Octane, way older than the Fennec. The oldest car in the game. There we go.
Mage is a brawler, man. That's sick.
I gotta give Mage credit so far. Been a strong performance from a player been critical of in the past. Only goal scored so far in this one. That said, UWA, they have had so much offensive pressure, yet Bailey makes it a 2-point difference.
Antonio's just on another level. You can just see it in these like subtle touches, the saves he's making. He just generates so much power, and Bailey as well. Very quick, reads that perfectly, and yeah, dominant from UOW right now.
Yeah, that UOW aggression and speed, I still think it's tough to beat. I mean, continue to push it. And also, it should be worth saying, I got a little over-eager. Octane was part of, the battle car game too. As well as, funnily enough, the Scarab.
Yeah, they're OG cars. Yeah. I think the Octane was also just as popular in Saab.
Grab the SCK using the backward to set up, and there you go. A little bit, half of the land connection, but it really involved all three members there. 35 seconds left, UWA back within one.
Yeah, look how quick that was from SCK. What was he even doing there? Maybe grabbing boost or goal might have been a little bit better, and they keep it competitive going into it.
As Saf also nearly clears it to that midfield line. Ball up for grabs. Anyone? There you go. All right, SCK gets there first. And now Crab has a peek. I won't get that goal.
Tonio, big miss, but no one in the lobby expected it. Certainly, UWA should have made something with that. Such low time remaining.
It's
although
open.
Crab,
It's free.
He can get around it. He equalizes.
Oh boy, 30 seconds left, and UWA starts to come alive. Crab barely gets around that one to put it through. Tied at 2 apiece. UOW in control for so long, now letting game one slip away.
Oh, looking good, looking solid. Now, ball is back in UOW's court. They've looked like the better team, but they only had that 2-goal advantage, and I mean, they can slip away quite quickly like it has.
Oh, awkward touch from Bailey. Mage keeping it alive, and now here comes Saf. Shot! Bailey lets it drop, and we go to overtime.
Yeah, I don't know who this overtime favors. I mean, UWA have the momentum. They have all the pressure. Let's see if UOW can recover.
Eyes should be on Bailey and Tonio if they're going to bring this one back. Although you'd say keep the eyes on Mage. Nearly gets the double. Instead sets up Tonio, who can't get it past Crab.
The Aftershock is a banger car, man. I want to see more of this.
I've never seen it. I don't think I've ever seen it in a competitive match.
No.
Like, this is a first. It's like a dart.
Yeah, I haven't seen it since it came out. That is such a blast from the past. It's sick.
I wonder what inspires, deciding to break out the Aftershock from the garage. Either way, here comes Saf, looking to waterfall it down. Tonio underneath gets it away from Crab. Now only has to beat SCK. 2v1, down to Bailey. Saf intercepts.
Yeah, Saf does well there. Mage almost gets a dribble. Not quite. UWA, almost get it out. Tonio, big dunk from him.
Big dunks, big plays. Mage
nice
to
pass.
Bailey. No power on the shot, though.
UWA still looking awkward. They're keeping it out for now. Although
No.
that pinches in. What a god, man. What a god.
Oh my goodness. Mage! I don't know how you make that pinch work, but there you have it. Game number 1 goes to UOW.
Saf with the salty OK quick chats, and Mage just hits him with the calculated. That is that is top tier quick chat mechanics from Mage as well. That's solid.
I can't. I'm with Saf. I cannot believe he made that shot.
That was sick. That was sick. That was awesome. It wasn't even a pinch if you saw. It was like
no.
It was like a redirect to himself.
Yeah, but it didn't find that angle off of the redirect. Like, okay, do you think what is the percentage do you think Mage makes that shot?
Oh, like 1 in 100? Like, that's not... you're not going for the shot there, I don't think. Oh, like, maybe he is, but, like he's going for something like that. But for it to go in so perfectly is just so unlucky. Yeah, not just in, top posted as well. Like, that was... Yeah, that banged, man. That was good. I think it's the aftershock. I think that's what it was. It's all... obviously, Mage plays a part because he chose the aftershock, but I'm saying that's all car. That's yeah, no, that was sick. We don't see... I mean, have you seen that in an Octane in a while? I haven't. And then first game we see in the aftershock. Yeah, and honestly, Mage has looked better this game than what I've seen from them in the past, so, you know, kudos to Mage. You've just been a hater, man. What is Not this? Today. Not today. Today, Mage looking like the best player on the team. Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, I love Mage, but Tonio's looking like a beast out there, man. But true. Yeah, wow. UWA, they kept it close, though. Well played from them. But yeah, maybe they just need to sharpen up their defense, because two goals really could have been enough to win that. Dude, I like Twitch chat right now. Mage is the best Aftershock player in OCE. Dude, I believe the world, man. Yeah. When have you ever seen an Aftershock? I'd go that far. I'd see it. With shots like that, absolutely. So now the pressure on UWA to respond. Crab shot wide. Actually, to be fair, there's probably some like super random SSL in like Finland or something that is just like an Aftershock main. Europe is so stacked. I don't know. I saw the best Europe has to. I saw the best Finland has to offer. None of them were playing Aftershock before. At least, you know, the Finnish university scene. Still, they were insanely strong. I would love, though, to see OCE get invited to like a slot or two into CRL and like the CRL Worlds. Like, we deserve that would be sick. That would be so fun. Yeah. Someone needs to make that happen. I think it will come eventually. Like, the thing is, Europe was only included last year for the first time, right? So it's getting there. It's still growing. It's like 10 teams from NA, 6 from EU. So hopefully OCE can get a spot as Mage gets their third goal of the series. Mage is popping off. How do you stop this man? I mean, you can't bump him. He goes through that. I mean, that was actually quite the banger. Well placed by him. That shot was like, yeah, placement over power pays off. UOW up by 1. Yeah, that's not what you want if you're UWA. We talked to Saf last week. He knew this would be a tough matchup coming in, and I mean, we're seeing good signs out of WA, but UOW are just looking so strong. Yeah, they are, as Tonio nearly drives it all the way through. Can't quite get it, but if we really go back to that previous point, I would love to see, you know, some of our best teams like a Macquarie or UOW, RMIT, like any of these squads, you know, up against like Northwood, and that would be so much fun to watch. Nah, make it happen. I believe. Yeah. One day it will happen. I believe it will, as play through the corner, just sets some Saf back up the other way. Mage has to rotate back. Yeah, stay with it. SCK now lobbing it up. Here comes Crab, but defenders with a risky touch actually keep Crab off balance. Yeah, no, they keep it out, and then they almost get a counterattack as well. Bailey, quite the ones player. Very solid and dangerous. Tonio gets a middle. Crab very calmly collects that, and now they get the counterattack. Saf's looking for demos. Doesn't get it. SCK finds the angle, though, and equalizes. I mean, the save from Mage was good, but unfortunately the follow-up clear not quite there from Tonio, and SCK top bin, tie game. UWA, they're very sticky right now in this series because it feels like UOW has the tempo on them, has been the more consistent team, but UWA just enough to stay relevant. Oh, for sure. That's exactly how this this feels. It's impressive. UWA are getting on the board, you know. It's not one of those close series that you feel like could have been close. Although there's always a chance for collapse.
There is. There is. We've seen it plenty of time today already as Saf actually puts it to the corner instead of on target. And with that, Crab also puts it into the corner. Doesn't take the shot, and I would have liked to see some scoring pressure there. Instead, we come back the other way. Bailey has Mage, goes for the fake instead before flicking it to them. Nice intercept by Crab.
And no one's home either. Crab can try and do something tricky, but definitely not that. That did not work.
It was tricky.
It was tricky.
Went for the tricky. Went for the tricky. Didn't do that. Well, they'll get another chance right now. Crab this time just bashes it to the opposite corner. SEK almost there, but just didn't have the aim.
SEK wasted all his boost recovering. Actually, you gotta be careful of that. He is Mage. Oh, every touch is gold from that man. But Saf defends well.
Oh my goodness,
what?
Bailey!
Wait, out of nowhere, Bailey just sneaks in a goal.
Yeah, I mean, a little double off the
to
roof and
itself.
then turned it into a dunk to finish.
Yeah, that is a beautiful goal. That was really, really nice.
Yeah, that is a tough one to defend against. And for the second game in a row, it's UOW with the later lead. Will they hold it for a minute and a half again? That was almost the best own goal of the season, but instead we go the other way. Bailey has the save.
That would have been sick. I'm a bit sad that didn't go in, honestly.
I mean,
that's it,
oh my gosh, SDK! Tie ball game!
You're right, they're so sticky, man. They just are not letting UOW run away with a lead.
No, they're not. And I mean, instant double commit punish from SCK right there, which is what you want to see. And SCK, just like, you know, back, I think it was week 1 where SCK was the standout player. Well, now we're in week 4. We've gone through the full rotation. It's SCK's turn to shine once more.
Yeah, no, these guys are a balanced team. They're very solid. And so are UOW. And then Bailey made so aggressive, just so great at finding those chances.
Yeah, Bailey, definitely a big turnaround from game 2 after game number 1 where they were kind of the quieter member, but still tied, still a chance for UWA if they can find a goal here. Most likely they win it. Silver goal situation, I dare say, with 40 seconds to go. Bailey doesn't get another chance. Crab run disruption, and now we go the opposite direction. SCK won't get the goal.
Yeah, now it looks like it might be a turnaround. Tonio right under the ball, making it very awkward for it. Mage has to rotate in.
A lot of strange and awkward plays. Let's see what Saf can do through that corner. Ball up for grabs. Tonio looking to drop it down to Bailey. Nope, takes it himself instead, and that's the go-ahead goal.
Oh, that's a bit sad. It's nice from Tonio, but very defendable. I'm not sure what happened from UWA there. Just faked out. Low boost makes it difficult for SCK, but that's a tough one. I want to see a kickoff equalizer. What do UWA have?
What do they do? Well, they have Crab missing, but gets the demo. Now SDK might be able to make it happen. Gets the second touch into the corner. Saf tries to center it. Tonio may have shut it down. Crab crossing it up again. SDK underneath. 0 seconds. Can't get the read, and UOW advanced to match point.
Yeah, UOW just looking so strong. But again, UWA are right there at their heels, man, the whole time. They're not letting this be a blowout. They're equalizing, they're fighting chances of their own. They just need to, again, shut out this UOW offense a bit more. 2 goals is enough to win. You just got to keep the other team to 1.
Yeah, it's so tough, though. I feel like, again, the shots that UOW have been hitting have been so tough to defend as well. I mean, you go back to game 1 and you had that double touch, I guess, off the wall. Game 2, ceiling double touch into dunk. Like, these are so difficult to prepare for and to defend. And I don't know, UOW, they're clicking at key moments. UWA, they're keeping as even as possible, but they have to find a way to get above that. And I think they need to be the team to get the early lead. We haven't seen them with that advantage yet.
Yeah, I think that would really help them. But at the same time, it kind of feels like UOW might be one of those sides where they're just going to score. And you've just got to kind of accept that. The mechanics are there. Eventually, they're going to get some crazy play past you.
Yeah, and I mean, with the way Antonio's been playing as well, like, it has been the thorn and UWA side just always seems to be involved in every single play, either direction so far in this one. And as we kick off game number 3, pressure on the team in red. Makes sense. They're the most red state. A lot of desert in Western Australia, and will they be able to kind of cross it to get back in the series?
Yeah, we'll see now, though. Straight back to UOW. Back and forth here. Neither team able to keep pressure for too long. Again, eyes on keeping UOW out. We really want to see UWA get this first goal if we want this series to not be a 3-0.
Yeah, exactly. I have to agree with that. Unfortunately, well, I'm not sure UOW necessarily agrees. They have been that consistent.
Big
Big bump, but no follow-up immediately. Tonio now gets demoed by Crab, who did get a bump on Mage, who did recover as well. Tries to find Bailey. Sap interception.
Yeah, hits it high into the sky. Tonio, he's going to beat 2 here. Crab, what a read from him, though. Nicely cleared.
Nicely cleared and nicely controlled. Still 4 minutes left on this one. Crab, another touch towards the net. Green Doolies able to get behind it. Now, through that corner, here comes SCK. Doesn't beat out Tonio. Mage underneath. Sticking with that play. Crab tries to take it off of them. Doolies, a.k.a. Bailey, still stuck in the corner as well, and now might have a breakaway. SCK gets to the ball first.
Yeah, SCK very quick. This ball is kind of stuck in the midfield right now. Very awkward. Bailey very calm as well in defense.
Crab almost got that. That was spooky. Crab gets that like interesting.
Oh,
but
Bailey's
still no
pre-jump to the roof. Oh.
Was that like a pre-jump looking for a bump or a demo, or did they want the pass?
I think he definitely wanted the pass, but yeah, then he tried to go for a pinch, but Tonio wasn't having it. Tonio just wanted that solo play to himself.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been a very intricate goal had they pieced it together. Still 0-0 though, lowest scoring game
good
so
chance
far.
for
Crab
Crab.
though, not there.
Yeah, but the pressure continues. Now it's Saf with the shot. Tonio there to cover. Passes in middle. Tonio and Bailey connecting really well there.
If you watch SCK try to play midfield, ball actually gets above them. Crab trying to rotate back. And actually now is looking to be the aggressor. Do we see the bumper demo? No, it's going to be a backward shot. Tonio, well aware of where Crab was, able to get in between the shot and the goal.
Yeah, again, still great defense from UOW, but UWA is stepping up their pressure as well. Keeping them out, rotating well, and it's all on Tonio. Putting them in difficult situations, but UOW are calmly defending each one.
What was the name of that game mode where, like, every touch is a shot and the ball, like, gets faster and faster?
I'm not sure, but that looks crazy.
Yeah, I think that's what Tonio is playing right now, because they just have, like, not left the box, and it's just been getting save after save. Now they finally press forward, but yeah, Tonio just being relied upon to make so many key defensive moments, and kind of waiting for UOW's attack to piece themselves together. Maybe now they'll get that chance. Mage underneath, can't get it past Crab, but here comes Bailey. Has to slow themselves down, doesn't get the second touch. Tonio was there, but neither can find the score.
Yeah, UWA aren't looking quite as solid in defense. Luckily, they haven't had to do as much just yet. Again, they get a nice chance, but we're not getting that same level of pressure. UOW able to clear instantly.
Heat Seeker mode, by the way. Thank you, Twitch chat. That's what I was referring to. And yeah, Tonio's just playing Heat Seeker mode on that defensive side of the pitch this entire game, it feels like. Now, though, no goal to be found right there.
Oh, and again, somehow we're 0-all going into the final minute here. Both teams just defending excellently.
Yeah, they are. This has been that defensive game for certain. 13 shots between the two teams. Nothing gone in yet. Opportunity, though, for UOW. Here comes Maze posting in! And in the final minute, UOW get the go-ahead goal.
And you can't stop the aftershock, man. Too speedy. What a bump from, I think, Bailey or Tonio. One of the two. Great setup. And that could be the goal to take them 3-0 to victory.
My biggest criticism of Mage in the past has been unforced errors, and there just has been none this series. Mage has been playing a slower game, but a much more controlled game, and I think it's done them so many more favors. However, the stickiness of UWA coming through, bump and goal, we're tied.
Man, Mage gets stuck in bubble land, man. 360, 720. Wow, UWA, they're so sticky, man. They are not out here to get smashed. They're keeping all these games close.
Yeah, they are super dangerous, and you know what? Maybe, just maybe, they can find a way to get through game 3. Here we go. SDK fakes it. And we call that a fake. Tonio, though, reads it through, and now Crab alone on defense. This is dangerous. Tonio misses the double.
That would have been nuts.
Good chance. Had a chance to end it, but now, with 15 seconds left in regulation, UWA, they're going to have to, well, maybe play defense one more time, or do they get the attack? It's Crab versus Tonio. Tonio wins. SDK versus Tonio. Tonio wins. Now we're in a dangerous spot. Bailey versus Saf. Saf does get the clear. And with that, Crab stayed forward. Here comes Saf. Ball gets spiked, and we go to overtime.
Now, UWA, they have been sticky in games, but they can't get 3-0'd like that. It's just, you've got to get this game to show you can be sticky as well in the series. This would be a tragic series to go 3-0.
It would be, because the team has played quite well against what I would consider heavy favorites in UOW. Still, though, Bailey back to Tonio, who lets that one get away from them. And now, Blue Side has to race back. Bailey's cut does buy time. In fact, the second touch becomes dangerous. Saf, no boost. Crab, though, bails out the lone defender.
Yeah, it gets demoed, though, and now this attack's going to be difficult for UWA. SCK can't stop Tonio, but Tonio can't find the angle.
Saf still has not been able to get boost yet. Now just kind of jumps for it. Leaves the box, trusting the team, and the team bends through as Crab clears it up the corridor. Tonio, awkward spot. Here comes Saf once again. Pass down, no one there. Bailey clears it.
Yeah, he stalls nicely, though. Bailey cleans up, and Mage follows through as well. UWA have stepped up their defense, though. They're keeping it out.
Tonio's touch was accurate. SDK there. Spooky moment for UWA, and now they're on the attack. SDK has Crab underneath. Tries to play backboard. Tonio gets there first.
Yeah, looking solid. Finds Saf middle, but Saf slow plays it. Maybe for the bet of it. No one's middle.
Oh no, not like this. Not like this. Post and not in. UWA get away with that one.
Yeah, SDK looked like he gave up, honestly, but no, posted out. The game continues.
Saf, they can drop it in. Not quite. And out comes Crab, though, over the top of Bailey. Did just enough to defend it. Tonio gets a uncontested play at the ball, but misses. And now Saf gets it past Mage, but got bumped out of the way.
Yeah, really nice touch. Here's Crab, though. Powerful shot, and it's in. We're going to game 4.
Where did the defense go? Tonio's there, and Bailey just drives off.
Yeah, and Mage, I think, maybe got bumped, or maybe drove off as well. Definitely a bit unforced there. And UWA's stickiness finally pays off for them.
Yeah, they're able to turn that one around. 2-1 game, despite 11 shots aside. I mean, both defenses did a phenomenal job in that one. So many saves on each team, but UWA, they are a tough team to beat and keep down right now. And I mean, it's strange. Even though they had the same amount of shots, it really felt like UWA had more attacking pressure at key moments in that series, in that game.
No, you're right. That was actually all UWA's game, but they've got a reverse sweep now. They need 2 in a row. It's going to be tough, but they're amping up the pressure. Sure.
That they are, and I mean, you know, whenever you get to that goal situation, good times can follow. Although this start from Bailey, I feel like that could have been a shot on target. Instead, tried to play backboard, read by SCK, and now up the other way. Once again, UOW has to play defense.
Yeah, Bailey's normally very clinical in those situations, so definitely what we normally see from him, and it gives UWA a chance to open up the scoring themselves, but that's an ambitious read for Crab.
It was still possession not lost. Tonio hit that midfield line, and yeah, we're seeing again more of that pressure from UWA. They're very good at staying on the attacking half, and we'll see if they get it. Bailey in the corner. Can't get it past Crab. Play continues. Neither team maintaining possession for long.
I'll tell you what though, UWA looking really solid. They're looking in control, and now Crab gets a chance. But he's missed position for it, coming from the side.
Saf looking, doesn't get the touch, and any
SCK.
tap could have put it in. SCK gets it past Bailey,
Wait, what?
and it's a 1-0 UWA lead.
What? I thought SCK hit this. How did Saf get the goal? What a steal! Damn, easy for Sab.
You know what? You take that if you're WA. First time I think they've had a lead this series because their one win was that overtime one.
Oh, you're right. All right, here's a prime opportunity. They're definitely playing it their best. Feels like UOW have certainly let their foot off the gas pedal. Can UWA close this one?
I'm sure there has, actually, now that I think about it, but like been a team that has won a series having never led it. As we're seeing the person go down, like 3 overtime wins where they never had the lead in game.
Yeah, I guess that may... I was about to say, like, isn't that like literally impossible? But no, I feel like that could be possible.
I think it's very possible as we see, pressure on it, but no one able to put it through it now. 3:05 to go, Tonio doesn't quite keep it on it. Now here comes Mage off of the roof, down to Bailey. They don't find the shot.
UWA are clutching up here. UOW were getting in a groove there. The pressure was on, but that defense was rock solid.
Yeah, and we really haven't seen a goal from UOW in a good long while right now. It feels like they've just been playing so defensively. It's been 1 player forward, 2 players back, and even then they can't stop Crab. UWA 2-goal lead.
What is happening, Max? This is getting out of UOW's control right now. Game 4, it's all UWA. There's plenty of time left though, but UWA are looking so solid.
I mean, we haven't gone to Champions Field yet tonight. Probably due for one. UWA, they win 1 game in momentum, all in their favor. UOW though, this is a good chance for them. 2v1, Crab still gets the interception.
Yeah, looking solid right now. Mage defending well. UWA not pushing forward too much. Maybe trying to focus more on holding onto this lead.
I mean, that's fair enough at this stage. With how strong they've been playing defensively, I can't fault them too much for that one. 2 minutes left in game 4. 2 minutes left away from Champions Field for UWA and for UOW. Not going to give up just yet. SCK keeping it up high. Crab, kind of takes advantage of the confusion right there. Bailey tries to take it off of them. Saf, though, already there. And again, UOW just can't get any forward momentum. And there's the Mage I know.
Toxic, man. That was once.
You know what? Again, super impressed with Mage today, actually. And even that wasn't that bad. And here comes Redemption.
What a
but
save.
No, Crab saves it.
What a pre-jump from Crab. Mage had that, but taken away. And the 2-goal lead continues.
Crab has been playing so well this series, particularly game 3 and 4. Crab, I feel like, has been the catalyst in UWA's comeback, and key saves, key shots, and now another key moment perhaps. SEK and Crab come together, try to get that pinch, do get that clear.
Yeah, they do get it. Now, not enough though at the moment. UWA are just looking unbreakable right now. UOW can't get anything going, although a fake, this could start it, but tragically too wide, can't get the angle.
Triple commit on for the play, and even then the goal stays away from UOW. Now back up the other direction, 30 seconds left. We're going to Champions Field, Jake. They've done just enough to hold on and then some, so a shutout as well if UOW can't get a goal.
Yeah, no, it's crazy how things have shifted, and I'm not sure what'll happen in Game 5. Game 5 might awaken the beast, you know, it might get UOW back to winning ways. Because it feels like they haven't had a chance to show their mechanics other than that pinch from Tonio. I mean, the first 2 games was Tonio and Bailey just popping off, scoring these fancy, very impressive goals. But we have not seen that in the past few games.
Look, on my own personal power rankings, right? I had, coming into this one, UOW 2, UWA 4. Might have to reassess that the way how things are going right now. If UWA gets this win, I think it puts them right up there with the top 3 in this event. I mean, record-wise, it would certainly show it. And, here we go. Game number 5, UWA. A chance for a pretty significant upset in my books. UOW. Pressure on.
Yep.
Can they score again? Then where have their goals gone? Where is Mage gone?
Mage is playing solid. I don't know what's happened, eh? It's just, I really feel like UWA have stepped up. UWA are not giving UOW anything to work with. It feels like they're out challenging them, and maybe just UOW have lost a little bit of confidence. I have a feeling UOW are going to come out really strong in this Game 5, though. But we'll see. I don't think UWA is slowing down either.
Look, this is a big time. This is a big time moment, I would have to imagine, for that UOW side. Their undefeated record is at stake in these 5 minutes. And UWA, I mean, this team, we heard from the interviews, they have the confidence to compete with the best of the best. They think they should be right on up there. This is their chance to prove it. Oh, touch. Goes a little bit into the corner. Tonio actually loses control. Saf stays with it. Here comes SCK. Got the dunk, but doesn't keep possession. Now it's up to Crab, who crosses up the defense once again.
This would be a great opportunity as well. Even for UWA, just to solidify a top 4 placing, being able to beat a strong competitor like UOW. This is big for them. They knew last week this was going to be an important match, and now it all comes down to this single game. Ooh. Oh, Mage to the rescue there. Bailey was stuck.
SCK trying to come through into this corner right now. Just keep that ball held up for a little bit before they wind up losing that little bit of control as well. Saf, centering touch. Mage coming up for it. Nope, surprise. Nice. Saf stuck with it. And yeah, I mean, I'm just unsure if UOW, they have to get that goal. Like, they need to get that offense clicking again. Find that confidence one more time.
You're right. I think if they don't score first, this could be bad for UOW. It feels like they're not clicking as well either. It really feels like Tonio and Bailey are just like maybe like trying too hard to like make something work by themselves, and they're not really working as a team right now.
No, I mean, you can see it right there, like with Bailey. Oh. It looked like they wanted to dish it down, but there was no one there, so they tried to stay tight to the ball and just, not really sure where they were going within some of these situations. And you compare that to UWA, yeah, they play a more spread out attack. I feel like they're spacing super wide deep, but they're just winning every challenge and getting away with it. So we will see how continuous. This has been a longer UOW possession, and maybe Tonio can connect with Bailey here. Nope, went for the solo play, and somehow it works with Bailey getting the goal.
No, UWA are letting it slip, actually. I think the pressure's getting to them. Crab was very slow. Saf was super slow. It's tough to end a series. It's tough to send it through to the very end. I think they're getting nervous.
That could be the case. You know what? You know what's happened a couple times tonight, actually, that always gets me nervous? And I've been noticing it a lot, is those moments when the ball winds up on its own.
Oh, here's a big chance.
Doesn't get the bump. Doesn't get the pressure. Yeah, the moments where the ball has just been on its own and there's been like no player driving towards it.
Gives you some anxiety, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's just like instant anxiety. As Bailey doesn't find Mage.
Nice save though. Tonio, third man. He's starting to get his confidence back now too. He's looking very dangerous. And they've got this lead as well. I think that's going to give them a lot more comfort. And I think it might play into UWA's hands as well. Again, they seem to play their best from behind.
Yeah, they do. They really do. Again, kind of been dubbing them that sticky team because they always find ways to get back in it. And this could be the moment here. Crab off the roof trying to find Saf. And it was kind of like a mix between a pass and a shot, and neither very good.
UOW are looking panicked in this defense though. UWA, it continues. Mage is getting bumped. Awkward touch from SCK though, but look, Saf's following it. There's more problems, but the rotations are slowed down.
Slowed down, but only temporarily. Crab will be able to stick with the play. Oh, bump on SCK behind. Actually could have slowed down that attack. Still, Waterfall in an awkward spot.
Mage puts
it in the middle. Here comes Saf looking for the double. Bailey. Good read on the defense.
Yeah, the attack continues. Crab's chance. He gets it. We're equal.
How do you stop UWA from equalizing? Every time they find a way, their pressure so suffocating, and Bailey couldn't make the top crossbar save twice. We're tied with a minute and a half to go.
I don't want to see UWA get the nerves have the better of them again. They certainly were not at their best at the start of this game. And they keep this pressure. Bailey made pushing it forward. UOW trying to get that lead back
Oh,
instantly,
no.
but no! Mage, big mistake coming out of him. SCK scores.
I'm not going to say it. I'm going to let you take this one.
Actually, that might have even been a bigger mistake by Tonio, honestly. Tonio just didn't go for the challenge, confused Mage, and it's kind of the highlight of what's been happening with these guys. They're not looking like a team right now.
Good job. Good job pushing it away, but I do have to agree. The team just not connecting, and now a minute remaining for UWA to pull off the reverse sweep. Yet Bailey has already found the equalizer. We're not done with this game yet.
Dude, look how passive UWA are. They just, what happens? They need to just keep that underdog mentality. Stick with it. That's it's tough to watch.
Silver goal situation. Tie ball game at 2 apiece. Saf pops it up. But Bailey takes it away. Crab now alone on defense, but Tonio hesitates. There's the bump, but SCK gets back in time. Actually has Saf across the middle. Mage does what they can to slow down the counter. Big speed from Bailey disrupts Crab. 35 seconds. Crab still there first. Now Tonio and Mage have to work together. Mage puts it into the middle of nowhere. Saf again. First one to it. That dunk almost on target.
Oh, again, UWA still a bit too slow.
Oh, it's open. It's
open.
there! Saf!
Oh! What a demo! Opening it up, punishing the double commit from Tonio. And Saf, clutch, gets it past Mage, diving through, and with 19 seconds remaining, UOW are on the back foot.
You said it at the start of this game. Bailey and Tonio just not on the same page. That double commit could be what costs UOW their undefeated record. A chance to equalize. Bailey can't get it. 8 seconds to go. They'll have one more chance if Mage can get this clear. Crab denies it. Tonio puts it up. SCK faster. SCK tries to down it. Bailey keeps it alive, but Saf beats Mage. Ball falls. Crab doesn't make contact. Bailey keeps it up, but there's no one deep, and UWA complete the reverse sweep.
What a reverse sweep. That is just beautifully done from UWA, staying in it the whole series. And that's pretty devastating for UOW as well. Certainly saw the trust in the teammates really just deteriorate throughout that series.
Yeah, and I mean, that double commit, that was the costly play, and it's crazy to like say, oh, it all comes down to one moment perhaps, but we saw it breaking down just throughout it, you know, Mage not being able to read Tonio's movements, the double commit at the end, all these little mistakes which were capitalized on again and again by UWA, who, I mean, I think RMIT still is probably the most complete roster when they have all three of their starters playing.
Yeah.
But UWA is kind of right next to them where you have like 3 players of like such close skill level. And when you get those teams like that, it really feels like they just click at that sort of... They help elevate each other all to that next state.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. It's what you want to see in a team sport, right? You don't really want to see the one player just like bulldozing everyone with the mechanics. You want to see that team that just like works together the best, is clearly just, you know, on the same page. And yeah, that was really the story here between those two teams. Teamwork won in the end.
Yeah, and I'm now just thinking what the implications are of that matchup, you know, kind of looking ahead to it. We'll go over it a little bit more when we get to the standings, but that is going to be a big blow, the result of that match, I think, for some of the teams a little bit lower on the table. But for now, one last time, I do want to thank our sponsors for, again, helping to push this event forward, to promote it, and stand beside us here for some great, you know, Rocket League, starting, of course, with Predator Gaming, the gaming PC partner who help provide high-end gaming-focused PC solutions in both laptop and desktop formats, powered by Intel. A big thank you to Predator Gaming alongside AOC Monitors, the gaming monitor partner. Last time we're going to be bringing this up because next week, well, it's going to be too late. So you have until April 23rd to celebrate the recent Easter break, and there are some amazing deals on select monitors over at AOC's website, au.aoc.com, where you can upgrade to a high-quality AOC monitor at some unbeatable prices. So do check them out. Indomie the noodle partner of this event, made with high-quality flour and selected ingredients and spices. A plate of Indomie McGoring will brighten up your day or evening or study session, uni students. Yeah, I mean, we know it's a part of your diet. I mean, try any one of their flavors available today from your local grocer or at Indomie.com. It's not always just the McGoring. I actually like the barbecue chicken personally. Like, I mix it up, and you should too.
The flavor?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a banger.
So many good flavors.
Yeah.
It's good. It's a banger. The blue packaging, pretty good. But the red packaging, obviously, pretty great as well. And of course, Game on Cancer, the charity of choice for AEL, who fund much-needed cancer research projects. If you'd like to donate, please head to AEL's Tiltify campaign page. You can follow the QR code down beneath Jake right there. So if you need to pause the stream and kind of do that, I encourage you to do so. Great stuff happening with Game on Cancer. So a big thank you to all of them and all of our sponsors as well. Now, we will be getting an interview lined up, Jake, at the end of this one.
This will be a hype interview, man.
I'm excited. I'm excited to go back. But before we can get to that interview, let's take a look at some of the results that we've had for today. Because, I mean, it's been a long one, a long afternoon. And, you know, each series, it felt like got more and more competitive almost than the last.
Yeah, no, for sure. And we always said it. We said the last two would be the best. Well, actually, I said the last one would be the best.
Yeah, you were right. You were right.
So, but I mean, that third series was great as well. And again, USYD and UTS cannot catch a break, man, because it's still looking good, but Griffith and Macquarie too much for him.
Yeah, I think that sweep for Griffith was actually a pretty big sweep for their playoff chances, and, you know, looking to kind of keep themselves in that top four. I mean, that's some pretty strong stuff as well. But the big news at the end of that all, I'd have to say, is the defeat of the undefeated UOW by UWA. And we have Crab this time. From your own home, I imagine, Crab. Like, you are at home right now. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. This
are
is
we
my
landing
house.
it up again?
Yes, Saf is currently here, just next to me.
Yeah, well, congrats, Crab. That was, yeah, what a victory. How'd that feel?
I am shaking. My hands are, like, just constantly shaking. My heart racing. It was a good series. Very fun. But...
At what stage? Yeah. At what stage did you start to, like, sink in, okay, we're back in this, we have the chance, we can bring this one back? What was kind of the moment where you guys started to believe?
I think towards the end of the second game, actually, we kind of just switched our mentor around, kind of figured out how they played, and just played around how they played, and it worked out in the end.
We were really talking about, like, every game you guys were coming back from conceding the first goal. How did you guys do that so consistently? Is it a play style, or was it something in the comms?
It's definitely the comms. Just kind of SCK there was really helping Alex and I keep our mental kind of straight the whole game, and really allowed us, just to keep up with the other guys and beat them in the end.
So 3-1. Looking like you've fully established yourself at minimum, almost as a top 4 team when we're looking at this. Obviously, aspirations should be trying to get all the way to the top. Still are some pretty tough teams sticking around. I mean, are you going to be continuing to scrim over the break? Are you continuing that grind, or are you actually going to use this to take some time off and reset for the season?
We actually don't scrim as a team. We kind of just play the in-game tournaments, and we use that as a way to warm up. I think they're quite good, especially towards the end, because you start playing the better opponents. It's good fun as well. It's not as serious as like scrims. Because most of the time, we're really not available, all of us at the same time. We rarely get those times together.
All right, well, what about as an individual then? Are you going to be grinding the Rocket League over the break?
I pretty much, like, whenever I'm bored, just sit in training for a bit and play solo queue, 2s and 3s. But I'm not really one to make myself. But yeah, I kind of, yeah.
Cool. Well, fantastic stuff. Again, congratulations on that win. One last question before I send you away. Mage was out there rocking the Aftershock. Are you going to adopt that at all? Are we going to see, Happy brought back some more?
I don't know. We were playing, I was trying to Fennec out a couple of games before, but, I'm not game player, so yeah. Don't know if I'll be switching it up.
Stick with what you know. All good.
Yeah,
Either way,
yeah.
congratulations again on your victory, and look forward to seeing you when we kick back off in 2 weeks' time.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Fantastic victory. I mean, UWA, look, they pulled off the upset. They got it done. Congratulations to them, and I'm just sitting here thinking, and I know what's coming as soon as we sign off, Jake. I know what's coming my way. I'm kind of scared to sign off right now. So let's take a look at the standings before we wrap this all up.
Yeah, I mean, look at UWA sitting in top 3, like you were saying. I think this is our top 4. I think, like you said, I think Griffiths 3-0 today is great for them because they're really a strong contender to possibly break into that top 4. But it's going to be tough because, I mean, RMIT are so solid and they're in 4th. I mean, this is, again, such a tight tournament.
Yeah, I mean, it goes back to that series, before where they had to play in the subs and things didn't really go their way. You could say that's the difference. But then the fact that UWA has just beaten UOW, I feel like it's kind of pulled the ladder up behind them for other teams trying to climb up into that top 4 because now, like, we know how strong UOW, Macquarie, and RMIT are. Like, to beat them is always a significant challenge. And I don't know if Griffith can do it. I don't know if UN can do it. Like, I think there's a chance, but they would need the planets to align, and they'd need to have the series of a lifetime. And even UTS, I could see doing it. But
In Max, but I at least have lost him. Oh, he might be back.
Oh, okay. How much of that was lost?
I think all of it, but
Oh no! I think you just lost me, Jake. Anyways,
okay.
as I was
Okay,
saying,
it's just me. It's just me.
Yeah.
Sorry
Yeah,
to
as I was
talk over
saying,
you.
No, it's all good. Point is, ladder's been pulled up from behind, and I don't know. I feel it's so tough to beat any of these teams now in the top 4.
Yeah. No, sorry, I'm a bit thrown off because I couldn't hear
No,
you
it's
that whole
okay.
time. But
I
what a
was-
day. That was sick.
It was a sick day. Again, I don't want to sign off. I know our producer wants us to, but I think it's only because they want to rub in the fact that I was so confident UOW was going to win. And as soon as we signed off, the hammer is falling on me. I just know it's coming, Jake.
Yeah.
All right. Either way, though, look, fantastic stuff today. Thank you all for tuning in. And as per usual, if you want to keep up to date, make sure to follow the AEL at AU Esports League to stay up to date on all of AEL's events, competitions, and activations. All that would be some fantastic stuff. I'd love to see you following along. CSGO, I heard, has just been popping off, and it's been fantastic to watch, not to mention, other events as well. That have been happening. I almost said something. If there's a LAN event in your area with AEL attached to it, go check it out.
All right. I will. I think I'm back. My Aussie internet is crying.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all. Well, in that case, we'll sign off right now and send you all on your merry way. Again, thank you for joining us. And remember, next week, kind of that mid-season break. So we'll be back in 2 weeks' time for more AEL Rocket League. Do stick with us. Do follow along, and we'll catch you then.